Yeah, nigga, hell yeah, nigga. What? How you say I'm gonna do conversation? What? Hell yeah. Come on, let's do it. The nigga text me to call me. I'm damn, my bad, my motherfucking goddaughter shit. I'm like, I know niggas ain't gonna be there at no motherfucking 5. No, that's a bad time though. 5 is like a bad.
But
time.
it's okay because I set that time frame so that way we start to try and at least be here.
You should have told me that.
Man, this nigga was calling.
He was on time.
About 5 o'clock. I'm like, we gonna start. He was like, no. I'm like, oh,
damn, I might need to go get something to eat real quick.
Hey, come run me to the gas station real quick. Liquor store, got a liquor for everybody. We'll get the pizzas.
Smoke for real.
Man, I told Sonny to come over here.
No.
That made it fun.
Gang. Man, y'all know what time it is. It's in here.
Where's Moosey at?
That's a great question. That's a great question. Shout out to everybody watching us right now. Y'all know, y'all share the live. Y'all welcome to the Minnesota Mess. Y'all know exactly what time it is. It's your boy Kwame right here. I got a beautiful cast on here with me. A bunch of guys, a bunch of successful guys. All right. We got some African men in here, and we got some regular blacks in here. I know y'all know the difference. If y'all know the difference, y'all gonna learn the difference today. All right. So I'm gonna let everybody. You don't like regular black? I've been called a regular black my whole life from people who didn't know that I was African, because they look at me and they'll be like, Kwame, I thought you were African. I'm like, no, my name is Kwame. But I guess it makes sense, but I thought you were regular black. What's regular black?
African. Technically, African is regular white.
Then what's a regular black?
Something that person made up.
So why did they think I was different then? Because I didn't come to them and let them know this is just a difference.
That's all.
Oh,
you didn't have an accent. That's all.
So regular black versus that would give me regular black versus African would have distinguished something.
You could come in, with the,
sounds like typical nigger talk. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna introduce everybody. And let's let everybody introduce themselves. First off, state your name, state where you're from, and then what you identify as. All right. We're gonna start on this side, right over here. Swing that mic, state your name, where you from, and then what you identify as.
Fat boy, Minnesota, North Side, black.
Phil, Ohio, and just a black guy.
Ex-black from the east side of St. Paul, and I identify as a young African American brother.
Respectable. You niggas can learn something.
Yeah, I'm Kalido. I'm from Lagos, Nigeria, and I identify as an African.
That's only because he used the word African American. That's all. That's why I said that.
Tayo from the south side of Minneapolis, but I am Nigerian. Both my parents are Nigerian. I was raised in the Nigerian culture, so I identify as Nigerian.
And it's your boy Kwame, aka Kwamity, and I'm African. I identify as African. Both my parents are from Liberia. They were born and raised in. My older brother was born in Liberia as well. I was born here on the east side, same as my guy, ex-black. But I'm not regular black. I'm African. So, with that being said, we're gonna jump into.
What a lot of people don't know is that even in Africa we got our own words, not Liberians or Nigerians, right? But that's another podcast.
Man, it's a whole nother war that's gonna go on. We're gonna talk about this one today, though. So the first question I'm gonna ask is, this is gonna go out to everybody, and who wants to answer first can jump in. But it is, what do you feel like society? See, black people always got their phones on.
That's Moosey, an African. That's calling. That's supposed to be here.
But your phone is on loud. I don't need to know that Moosey's calling you. And I need to know that. They need to know that. The public need to know that. See, this is how black people. This is why I'm not gonna talk about it, but we're gonna talk about it.
This isn't a place of business. We're literally having.
It's not a place of business.
Right, we're having a conversation.
Take the mic. Take the mic. Take the mic.
So you saying what Africans move better? You said that's what black people.
I didn't say nothing. I said nothing about anybody moving better.
That's what you said.
That's what you implied.
So it's like
That's what you might have implied.
We gonna get to it, man. We about to get to it.
That's
right
what
now.
you might have implied
Hey,
from
ask
that.
the
I think
question,
You
Juan.
like that? Please, just state the question.
I just made a statement. Your implications come from you, sir. What you derive is all based off you and your mentality. Nothing to do with me. Somebody give a shout out. Oh, hey y'all. What's up? Oh, I know a couple niggas that cracked her. I know her. Yeah. Okay. So what I just was. Oh, you cracked her?
No. Rose the homie. What's up, Rose?
Oh, okay. Hey, Rose. Hey. So, back to the first question. So this goes out to everybody. What do you feel like society can stop you from achieving?
I'm gonna speak first though. Me personally, I feel like can't nobody really stop you from doing what you really got your minds and your mind set to, or your goals set to. You know what I'm saying? If you got that type of mentality, and maybe that might be something that you should re-advise or something like that. You know what I mean? You shouldn't feel like society nor anybody could stop you from doing whatever it is you want. If you feel like, I even tell my kids this, if you feel like you want to be, I got all girls, you want to be in the WNBA, that's what you work for. That's what you work towards. You want to be
girls?
an actor?
How many
all
girls?
5 girls.
Whew.
5 daughters. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Different type of love though. Different type of love. But point is, if you whatever it is that you feel like you want to accomplish, you know what I'm saying? It ain't up to the next person. It come from within, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So that question right there for me is real easy. I don't know about the other guys, or, you know what I mean? But yeah.
Okay.
I'll go. I don't think society could stop you, but once you are in a box, you are limited. And then unfortunately, there's a lot
What do you mean by a box?
the system. Once you are in the system, you are limited, and unfortunately, there's a lot of black men that's in that system,
right.
And it's hard to escape that. Some do overcome it, some don't. But for the most part, they have to revert back to doing what got them in there in the first place. So it's a cat and mouse, catch-22 cat and mouse game, but it's a problem too.
You know what? So the question was, do you feel like society can stop you from achieving whatever you want to achieve, right? So that's a personalized question, right? Everybody's going to answer that question differently. So for me, I don't think society can stop me to achieve anything, right? Society may give me obstacles and barriers, but at the end of the day, it's up to me to decide how I'm going to overcome. And a lot of times perception becomes your reality, right? Whatever you perceive is going to become your reality. So if you think that society can stop you, then that's most likely what's going to happen. But at the end of the day, even that, your own perception is what's causing that barrier, that blockage. So I get what Phil is saying, because
Is it your perception or perception? You know what I mean? It's reality. I've heard that a lot.
I'm talking about like in your mind. Like the mind is a very powerful thing. You know what I'm saying? How you view the world, how you view other people. You know what I mean? It starts to get into your mind, and then your mind controls your actions, right? How you carry yourself, how you speak, who you decide to hang out with, and all these kind of things come from, everything starts from within. At the end of the day, right. And society can influence that. Right. If society can influence your perception, but at the end of the day, it comes down to you. So once you realize that at the end of the day, I got to make my own decisions. Like, for example, like the WNBA situation that he brought up, he takes care of his kids. So he's never going to tell his daughters, you can't make it to the WNBA, even though one of them might, be short or not have a good jump shot. But it's going to be, ultimately, she's going to have to understand her obstacles and understand how to shift and find out her own personal talents, what value that she brings to the world, and find out her own purpose and go chase that. You know what I mean? But I can tell you one thing is society can never stop you from going after your purpose, especially once you know what it is.
And shout out to Mayan. She said it's a mindset thing. More so, there are obstacles to get over. It's up to you. Respect.
I feel like nowadays it don't matter what you do or whatever. This is my opinion and like what I see and what I've been saying. I feel like people is just like mind their own business. It's like because whatever you do, there's always somebody watching you. So even if whatever you doing right for the family, you doing whatever, but it's always somebody trying to bring you down type. You know what I mean? Words nowadays is powerful. So it's like my opinion, like I'm just saying like in general, I'm just saying like legal, illegal, anything. I just feel like nowadays what's been going on, I feel like people not minding their business, staying in their lane. You know what I'm saying? You worrying about what I got going on, how I'm doing it, whatever. Why? That ain't your business. So now you got people watching, motherfuckers, whatever, whoever. I don't give no fuck who they is watching you now, just because motherfucker can't man their business, and that should have bring you down. Period. I don't give no fuck. Because at the end of the day, when motherfuckers see you doing good, like I said, illegal, legal, whatever, a motherfucker still gonna try to bring you down.
So you gonna let that stop you?
It's not about letting it stop you. Word of mouth is powerful. That'll stop any fucking thing. So I don't get like at the end of the day. No, I can't. I ain't let. Listen. I ain't never let a fuck nigga stop my shine. Never let nobody, baby mamas, nobody. At the end of the day. But at the end of the day, it's like that's not really up to you, really. Cause like I said, nigga, word of mouth is fucking powerful. And that'll bring you down.
To kind of allude to what you're saying, it's just like society is always going to try to tell you what's right or what's wrong for you. Because at the end of the day, you could try to do something and then everybody's like, you can't do that. And then you're like, but I'm going to do it anyways, because like it's up to you to let people's word get to you. Like if you let it get to you, then society is going to definitely stop you from succeeding. But like then everybody going to tell Kanye he's not going to do that. And Kanye is going to be like, fuck all y'all. I'm gonna do that, and then he's gonna go ahead and do it. So like that's the way I see things is like society is gonna try to tell you you're not doing the right thing. You suck at what you do. You're not making enough money. You don't dress well enough to kind of fit into what they expect you to fit into.
Bitches.
But like at the end of the day, it's all up to you. Like yeah, I'm not trying to fuck a lot of bitches right now. I'm trying to build my business. So like at that point you're like okay. So at that point you're like you just gotta focus up on like what you're trying to do. So like at that point like everybody could be there's a saying that like you could just sacrifice 3 months just for you to enjoy 2 years or for you to enjoy the rest of your life, because like then everybody out the club, everybody having a great time, and then they're like, oh yeah, what's this nigga doing? Like he's not coming out, he's not having a good time. But like the whole time you're just trying to focus on your bread, you're trying to do the right thing for your family and for yourself. And then at that point when you succeed and then you've been up for like 3 months not fucking with nobody because you're all about your business, and then you come out and then they're like, how the fuck you do it? Because he didn't tell nobody about it. He's just been focused on it. So society is gonna try to like stop you from what you're trying to do because you're out here trying to be like, oh, I'm trying to buy a building in downtown, and they're like, shut the fuck up. You can't do that. Yeah. So like it's all up to you and how you want to like carry things.
Isn't this true though? I mean, this is my opinion again. I like the challenge. You know what I mean? Yeah. I want to leave a legacy where people knew that I had obstacles, that I had barriers, that I had haters, that I had people that doubted me. Because if it was easy, right? Nobody's gonna appreciate it. Nobody's gonna celebrate you if it was easy. You know, I talk to a lot of youth and I tell them, you know, you can be the hero of your own story. You can be the hero of your own movie. And we all like the movies where the hero almost lost everything. Right, the hero had to go up against
praying on the downfall.
Yeah, praying on the downfall. And you're watching that movie. The best movies
all the time, man.
Yeah, the best movies was the movie that you thought he was actually going to lose, right? But then he wins and he gets the girl and all that kind of stuff. Now just imagine a movie
I'm rooting for that
if it was just easy for him, right? We wouldn't like that movie. Yeah, so that's why I just get in the mentality where it's like no matter what happens to me, I just accept it, take it on the chin, and just keep it pushing, man. You know, and that just is what it is.
Yeah.
I love that. So we're getting a little background from where we all stand as Africans and African Americans, or regular black, however we want to, categorize it. Y'all don't. You said y'all don't like that.
It's
You don't
cool.
like
It's cool.
it. You
It's,
don't-
I
it's
mean,
not
it's
gonna tell
it's
you
all
no.
right. It's all right, man. We all successful, man. We all doing what we supposed to be doing. That's all we know. We ain't look. He trying to make a separation. Kwame trying to be messy on the mat. What it's called, Minnesota
Minnesota
mess.
mess.
You know what I'm saying? But we ain't finna let them. You know what I'm saying? Stir up the pot too much.
I'm not. Hey, you jigaboos can do whatever y'all want to do. It's
Man.
nothing.
This nigga crazy.
So I'm gonna ask this question: what was your experience growing up with Africans in your life? That's to y'all.
I mean, me personally, growing up, I mean, it was always like East Africans. I know a lot of East Africans. To this day. You know what I'm saying? Even some good friends. Shout out Hamza. You know what I'm saying? But even Teo. You
Big
know
dog.
what I'm saying? I know a few successful African brothers, and it's crazy because when a foreigner, most people look at foreigners and be like, man, how they do that, they coming over here doing this or doing that. But me personally, I look at it like, shit, if they come over here from a third world country be successful, why can't we do it? Well, why can't America, So I pay homage to African brothers. You know what I'm saying? I don't got no disrespect for no African brothers. I done grew up around Africans. You know what I'm saying? And people in that descent. We all the same, but at the same time, we all come from different countries. You know what I'm saying? Like we was raised in America. You know what I'm saying? These brothers might have been raised in third world countries. So right there, I salute that. You made it out that. We talk about making out the trenches in the hood. These
It's a
niggas
real
made out
trench.
third world countries.
With
They
real
might have
bullets
been-
flying over your head
they might have
everywhere.
been-
Family getting
They
shot.
might have been toting pistols and
having to kill
guns when
niggas
they
before you was
7, 8, 10 years old,
Come
or
on now.
seen it. So, I pay homage to, I respect my African brothers, man, and that's our roots too. So, yeah.
How you feel about that? What was your experience with Africans growing up?
You can see that shift in, from like 2000, how Africans was up here, in Minnesota. Because when I first came here, women were all covered up, and then it kind of like shifted 2010. Then start seeing more of them out, and I've always, I'm just a people person no matter what. So I've always had friends that were African descent,
So you always embraced them.
I'm always embraced them.
So you got some
always
African friends.
Yes, a ton of them.
Some of your best friends is African.
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
That's what they always say. Continue.
But Kwame, it's the truth. You're one. No matter what, no matter how hard you say you're African, you're just now embracing your Africanism, whatever you want to say, however you want to say it. You're just now embracing that, right?
No, that happened when I was 14.
When you were 14. Okay.
Yeah.
But now you're fully aware
Yeah,
of
I'm
who you
fully
are and
100%.
But you always wanted. You was like, I'm a regular
Nigger.
All right. So at the end of the day, what what it was, what you wanted.
Because when I came here, I was put into a situation where the people around me thought I looked like them, but I would hear them make fun of the people that didn't look like them. I would see them make fun of the Africans that look real African.
So that made you feel
that was a self-confidence diminisher. So I had to say, okay, let me hide my Africanism. My mom, full African, my dad, full African. When they speak, you hear every little bit. Oh, what are people coming in? They want us to come here. They want all of their children, put them on the bus, and no one knew I was African until my parents came on the bus and was asking for Kwame.
so
Never.
Now
And then when they got on the bus, and my mom came on the bus and she said, Kwame, bus driver, when Kwame come here and he's late, tell me, and I will slap him in his face. Don't let him come late on the bus anymore, because I put him at the bus stop. He's playing with the girls at the bus stop. If he's late, tell me, I will slap him.
And
all the kids look. Kwame, you African? Kwame's an African booty scratcher, and I'm 6 years old. I don't know why I'm an African booty scratcher. What's going on? Kwame, you smell like Africans. You eat donkey. You eat goat teeth. You eat, niggas saying weird. Niggas saying weird shit. So at that point, I had to learn. That's really the moment in life where I had to learn either to be in a shell and let these niggas be on me, or I had to learn how to roast and get back. So I learned to fight back with jokes. Hey, that's cool. I'm African, my nigga, but you're a dirtbag. You smell funny. I might be African. You smell worse than Africans, and you got flies in your crib, but you don't even have you. And you supposed to have money. So you know, and I'm heating niggas because that's what I had to learn to do. So being the African part wasn't fun because it was always a battle.
So embracing it
was tough.
That helped you become who you are, though.
Absolutely, but it was tough. It didn't happen until athletics, until I realized that because of my genetics, because of Africanism, and I was playing sports. Didi, share alive, nigga. You know what's up? Share alive. And my coach, who was supposed to be here today, shout out to Coach Colin. He's the one who, when he met my mom, he never knew. He coached me my whole freshman year, and then my mom came to my game sophomore year. And when I came and she was there, he was like, "You're African." I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "You eat African food?" I said, "Yeah, my mom makes that." He said, "Nigga, tell your mom to bring some African food, bro." He said, "That's where you get all this fucking athleticism from." He said, "Do you realize that you are not regular? The reason you run faster, jump higher, like you." So I took first place.
You really look like a regular.
I look
black.
like a regular black nigga. I know.
You do. And
But
you know the regular black, you know
he's the one who told me
they're
embrace
the best,
that.
What? They're the best basketball players.
They're the fastest runners.
Yeah.
They're you know, I'm aware of the benefits, but it just being black in general, you're already at an apex in comparison to all the other races.
But see, for me, it's like, why make the difference? You know what I'm saying? Like, even when I was coming up, like, I don't look at people like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the difference? You know what I'm saying? We from Africans. We from Africa. You know what I'm saying?
The difference is identifying.
Even in identifying, we all look. My daddy done told me when I was a kid, nigga, the Migos, the Mexicans, they like us. The Asians, they like us. So what's the difference between? Why do we make a difference between black people, regular black people that came from the America, because that's what it is, and Africans? It's no.
That's a great question.
It's really it's no reason really.
Pass that over.
There's no reason to really make a difference because we all came from the same spot. We all came from the same place.
For real. I just heard my man say, like, you just saying your story. He's like, yeah, you was like a black person. What do a black person look like, though? Like, so when you see him, you'll be like, he a black person? Or be like, no, that's a light-skinned ass nigga. You ain't gonna say he black. The first thing gonna come to mind, like, light-skinned ass dude. So it's like, what do a black person look like, though? Like, so what is we, though? Like, what is it?
I got your question. The one thing I wanted to say real quick is I came here at the age of 17. I didn't really go to high school here. So by the time I got here, when I speak to you, you know I'm from Nigeria. You know I'm from some crazy place like that. And then when you speak to me, I'm like, yeah, he's from Minnesota or he's from Chicago or something like that. We could tell because things has changed a lot now. We're grown. We're able to tell the difference between. I'm not gonna look at him and say, hey, he's African American. He's someone that I know. Like, that's it. But when you was in high school and things like that, I didn't go to high school here, but I went to college here. Sure. And then for me, going to college and then taking ESL classes and then being able to mingle around people that are now new to me, and I have to like allude to the way that they do things and the way that, you know, they act and stuff like that. It's different. I need to like sit down and just be like, okay, they're not gonna understand me when I tell them I need water, but it's water. So now I'm just sitting here so frustrated because I don't know how to kind of like navigate that, and nobody's trying to teach me, because when I say something, they're just gonna laugh and then they're just gonna like make fun of it and stuff like that. So when you say how do we tell the difference, is because of the way that we come up. It's because of the way that we see that when we get to somewhere, we're gonna have to leave because it's not welcoming for us. You know?
So would you say you act different than me?
I don't. It's not by like because I want to act different.
Yes.
But because that is
what I was looking for.
No, I'm not trying to say
at the end of the day, we do, because at the end of the day, you will come up here, right? Back then, you might come up here. Now as kids, now they see one of the Somalis wherever y'all culture, watching y'all feet, whatever in a sing. Now people like, whoa, hold on. Now we wasn't raised like that.
Mhm,
So at the end of the day, it's like you ain't finna put your feet in my mama kitchen. Not up in her sink, for
Mhm.
sure. You ain't finna do none of that. So it's like, would you say like, yeah, I say yeah, we raised different
It's
because
cultural differences.
because
What
at
you
the end of
saying
the
right
day-
now, niggas was doing that
at
in
the
the
end of the day,
bathroom.
I'm not finna eat no fish head. Like that shit gotta look like, but no disrespect. But I'm just saying though, yeah, for sure. But no, for sure though. You know what I'm saying? So it's like because my mom brought fried catfishes. So I'm used to fried catfish type shit.
He said, wasting the
No bullshit.
No, what I was gonna say is that you know, I agree with a lot with what you were saying and you know,
He gonna pop it. He just gonna pop it for him.
the culture that we see now, how everybody interacts with Africans and African Americans now is a lot different than it was 20 years. It's a lot better. And you know why? You want to know why? It's because everybody got familiarized. Sometimes the ignorance of stuff causes people to judge and kind of push it away. Yeah, and it's the same way with you know. You could even it's the same way for somebody that's from the city and somebody from the country moves to the area. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's people. There's African Americans in the country down south back in the day that was eating heads of fish. You get what I'm saying? There's nothing that Africans do in Africa that didn't come over here to America, because when they came over here, a lot of the same cultures came. You know, and whatever's missing was strategically removed from the culture. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So we are we're brothers. You know, we're long lost brothers. And when I was growing up, I kind of understand what Kwame was saying too, because when I was growing up, I felt like Nigerian in the house, but as soon as I stepped out the house, I felt like African American. So I could see both mentalities. You know what I'm saying?
Even though you too though, you don't look
Like
you look like a Big Ron.
yeah,
Like
right.
straight up, you look like
And even
Big
when I had a
Ron.
better hairline when I was younger, I definitely didn't look African. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But I say that because, you know, I could see both mentalities. You know what I mean? I understood the jokes that they were saying against the Africans, but I understood the Africans that they didn't understand. You get what I'm saying? I could understand why the Africans would make fun of the African Americans, you know, but it's all really, it's an old Roman tactic when they to put us together in this caste system where it says, you know, hey, because the Roman Empire was the top elite was so small, so they had to make and they had so many different cultures that they were controlling. So they would go to these certain cultures and say, oh, you're more like us than they are. So you can be more like us than they are. So now this culture is putting down the other cultures because they want to identify more with the Roman culture. You know what I'm saying? So we got to be careful. What are we really identifying with and saying, oh, you're not like us, you're not like that. Well, who are you measuring yourself to? You get what I'm saying? So that's a very important aspect to look at, because at the end of the day, I've seen both sides and I felt both sides, and it's all the same shit. You get what I'm saying? They eat. I know African Americans that eat chitlins. My parents would never eat no damn chitlins.
Let me
You get
put it
what
like
I'm
this.
saying?
Let me put it like this.
Yuck nigger food.
Let me put it like this. So say Teo, or what's your name, brother? My apologies. Okay. So say they get pulled over, right? And say me or Phil get pulled over. It's gonna be the same fucking outcome.
It's not gonna be the same outcome. It is not gonna be the same outcome.
Be the same
I'm gonna keep it a
outcome.
buck with you.
No, it's gonna
look at
listen,
the murder rates
Kwame,
around the city.
Kwame,
Police are
Kwame,
killing
you don't
niggas
know the
that
background.
look
Hey,
or act
listen,
like
listen.
Phil. They're not killing Africans
listen,
like that.
Listen, brother, these young.
That's a fact.
Listen. I'm a, my ear to the streets. You know what I'm saying? Listen. It's young African brothers right now that's going crazy.
I hear you.
Crazy. Young African brothers. That's what they came from. You got to understand. These little niggas came from third world countries. They came from seeing different.
But are they killing Africans like they're killing black niggas?
Yes,
no,
they're
not.
It's even worse.
They're not killing Africans.
Do your homework. You got to do your homework.
I just feel like the media in Africa villainize African Americans. I agree. I agree, Vicky. Vicky the goddess. Shout out to you. Shared alive as well. But
But
That's
no,
a fact.
but Kwame though, that's a fact though. What you think, Tayo? What you think? If me and you get pulled over, there's no different outcome. We are all black. We're black. We're African American. We're African. Whether or not we're gonna get the same outcome from society. Period. That's a fact.
I definitely think that the darker the color of your skin, the more racism that you're gonna come across. I mean, that's without a doubt, right?
It don't matter if you African. The police don't know if you
What?
African, nigga.
I'm gonna let Kwame speak on what he wants to speak about. But I understand what you're trying to say. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you know, it's not. I don't think there's gonna be cops that are gonna be like, wait a minute. If you're African, I'm gonna let you slide,
On
or
me.
if you're black, I'm gonna let you slide.
and I feel you on saying that part is the case.
What is it? The
But
accent? You think,
Africans-
he got an accent. We gonna let him go? No, bro. No.
White people are aware that Africans are different than Black Americans. They are aware of that.
You're-
Because if you
are,
thought it was
bro.
different, look at the
Oh, bro, I know
Trayvon
some
Martins,
young
look at the
African
Tays,
niggas that-
look at the
Man.
look at the kids who got shot. They were not African. They were niggas.
bro.
And unfortunately,
gotta-
and I resonate
bro.
with niggas 100%.
Hey, see,
It doesn't, my nigga. You can tell me that they wouldn't know that, but until you show me that they're killing Africans on the same scale, I can't agree with you. That's cool. That's you giving me exceptions to the
Kwame,
rule. I'm not
Kwame,
talking about
Kwame,
an exception
Kwame,
to the rule.
Kwame,
I'm talking about the
Africans-
majority.
Africans don't really
The
live in the
majority-
hood. Africans don't really live in the hood,
So then
but they really don't. Though.
they're in the projects with everybody. They're in the same projects.
Not the projects I'm from.
Bro, you
My
go,
nigga, I grew
bro,
up,
you
nigga,
can go.
I'm-
Listen,
I'm
listen.
I was a block from the
Minneapolis,
project.
Minneapolis is ran by East Africans and Africans. Bro, you go to over south. You go over south. We're talking about now.
But when can you tell me it was happening where Africans was getting shot by the police?
Listen, let me break something down real quick.
Let me heard about a nigga like Muhammad getting popped by the police like that. Come on.
Let me break
On
something
me,
down.
that's what I'm saying though.
Let's take it from
I didn't say I would know. Yeah.
Let's take it from another perspective here. I'm gonna say something real quick. This idea of us and them is where the problem starts from. Us and them is where the problem starts from. I'm gonna say three different names: Arnest J, Eric Spice, and Edith Griffin the third, or whatever his name is. I'm sorry. Those three guys gets every opportunity they get to shit on an African person, they take it and they run with it. And you know what they say most of the time is they think they're better than us. I don't like them because they like white people, and then they do this to white people, and then they act like we ain't shit. You know what they're trying to say? Like us as Africans, we treat white people better than we treat African Americans, and that's not even true.
It's probably true.
And that's not even true. To me, like I don't know about anyone. I don't know about anybody else.
Hold on. It just depends on. It just depends on.
I don't. Yeah, listen.
I think
Listen.
it's just- I think
He was like shit. He's like shit.
For sure. Like, I ain't gonna lie though. Like from my experience growing up, hell yeah, I felt like a Somalian, African, nigga, Arab, motherfuckers always looked at us different. or
Different.
better. You know what I'm saying? Like a Somalian
Keep it a
might
buck.
not fuck with me so tough as he's fuck with a other Somali because he like, oh, this nigga a nigga. Or
So
I'm
you
gonna be
can't
the
tell me
same
that
like,
if he's
but no, I'm gonna
recognizing
be the
that from
same
that
like
point,
this. I'm gonna be
a
the same
police
like
officer ain't
shit.
recognizing it when he's
I
stopping
ain't
a
fucking
nigga.
with that African dude. I'm gonna go fuck with my niggas.
You can't tell me that.
Oh, like that.
The way this African American brother is saying it.
Yeah.
Yeah, on me. Even tantrum. Hey, go to tantrum on an African night. It's busting though. It's busting. Shout out tantrum on an African
Shout out
night.
to Shallow. You're supposed to be on here, but you don't want the publicity.
Man, busy.
My-
Hey, let me tell you the reason why it is like that. For some of us, right? The biggest thing for us, like our biggest goal is to get home safe. We don't care about any of this other stuff. We want to go out, we don't have fun, but we want to get home safe. And when we walk into a place and we feel like we're not gonna get home safe, we're gonna leave, bro. No, it's not about that. Like you get in there.
Yeah, all these niggas in here.
Possibly.
Hey, but look, But look, I know African Americans that feel the same way too. That if they go in and they see his hood in there, they're gonna be like, oh, no, I'm gone. You get what I'm saying? I think a lot of it, if you know, there's truth to both sides, right? There's truth to Africans looking down on certain African Americans. I've seen that.
Yeah.
I've seen that though. I'm as I've seen that. I know people that's because they seen what I was hanging with, how I was behaving when I was younger, and all that kind of stuff was mad at me. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tayo, you've become Americanized. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Right. So when I go to when I go to Nigeria, they call me, oh, this is the state boy. He's from the States. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I understand both sides of the coin, but this is one thing that's for sure though.
Something to say, man.
This is one thing that's for sure. If there's if they see a black man get harassed by a police officer, the African gonna stand up for the black man. He gonna feel mad if he see another black man get discriminated against by a counterpart, because that stuff happens in Africa too.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
I don't think the black man's gonna stand up for the African that much.
Speak on it.
Period.
Elaborate, Kwame, because you can't say something and we have no background.
Wow, that's like wild to say.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that blacks identify. So I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck from my guy, Dr. Umar. Shout out to Umar, Black Power. He come on now. And he said that the reason that crime happens in the US at the level that it does, and we don't get the assistance we need from outside countries, is because blacks in the US don't identify with Africa the way they should. So example, if a Chinese kid gets shot in America by police, China will rise up and defend their people and tell them, you're not getting any fucking rice. You're not getting any goddamn ramen noodles. You're not getting no imported goods from us, because you are wronging our people, and we're not going to let that happen until justice is served. If you shot an Indian boy, they would cut off nigga T-Mobile. You wouldn't have no phone services over in the US. 7-Eleven's going to be shut down because you shot one of our people, and we need justice. When a black kid gets shot in the US, Africa and blacks are so separated that Africa won't rise up and say, we're going to cut off nigga coltan, we're going to cut off diamonds, we're going to cut off tea, because the blacks here
in Africa don't even own their own diamonds, their own coal, they don't even own their own shit.
They can still stop it though.
No, they couldn't. If they could stop it, they would own it.
They don't identify with you enough to want it to be a factor.
Own nothing there. Great Britain owns all those gold mines and all that.
Then how can they tell you to come and keep getting it if they own it? I'm coming to you to get it from you. I'm digging in your back pocket.
Still poverty in Africa? Then Africa should be the most thrivingest country in
Africa. Is the gracious.
It should, and it's not.
Oh, whoa! Why do you think it is?
I'm not saying it's not, but from what is portrayed, it's not.
Gave you in a book.
No. You're saying from what is portrayed.
Because who owns the diamonds?
The Africans do. You're buying it from us, my nigga. It's mine.
No. Listen.
No, Johnny Dane has the diamonds.
Let me shock you.
The Arabs has the diamonds.
You own a business that's digging in my backyard.
No Africans in America own diamonds.
In America, we don't care about them Africans in America.
So
we're talking about Africans in Africa.
They ain't buying them from the Africans.
You gotta go, nigga. It's called blood diamond for a reason. Them niggas are dying for the blood diamonds in there, in Sierra Leone, in Liberia, in Nigeria.
We seen
in
the
Ivory
movies.
Coast.
We seen it.
You can't base it on movies, bro.
Life.
What are you talking about? You need to get a little more factual about this, bro. You gotta learn, like you gotta learn into it.
Just because it's coming from over there, that don't mean like
just because they stealing it doesn't mean
you're digging in there.
Yeah.
We still own it. You're paying us top dollar to get it, and that's why we're fucking with you.
Are you?
Are they what? No. Top dollar for what they have? Absolutely.
Nobody's paying. No, ain't nobody paying no top
dollar for what they have there.
To Africa.
To what they think. Agreed.
There's no way, bro.
If $5 is great to me and you're giving me 20, I'm gonna take that because that's great to me.
Right? Indians is one of the main people that's coming to take all them diamonds. It's other cultures that's coming to take them diamonds, bro.
To come in, not even just they're not taking. Ain't nobody taking it from us without paying us.
No,
they're doing business.
That's facts.
They're doing business,
but they're taking it, bro.
They're doing. I didn't say what they're doing business with us. You're not coming and taking it from us. You're doing business with us. Period.
How good is the business?
It could be better.
Okay. That's what I want to.
when you said those other countries have that power to stop things, I don't think Africa in itself and its people have that same power. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Because South Africa in its
we don't
own
have
sense
enough-
is a different country.
The
than North
diaspora
Africa,
of
you know what I
black
mean?
people that have been
It's-
displaced around the world, it does not enable us to be as powerful as we should be with the minds that should be there to run and cultivate the country the way that Americans that are black here can do that, because they've been displaced. So when you want people to run a country as powerfully as the blacks who are here can do for you, we're not all together. So you don't have all the great minds that are powerful to say, hey, don't do this, don't do that. We're going to charge this price. This is what it should be. You have niggas who are put in place to get some money who are a greedy, killing ass machine that the U.S. said, hey, I'm going to give you all this. You don't got to kill no more and just take this bread. And they're fine with that because that's what it was set up to be. So that's great for him and them. So they're going to take that. And that's the situation that it is in Africa. So no one's getting shit for free. You still got to pay for it. But it's not as good as it should be.
Who's giving them guns? Who's giving them
Right.
Also, let me clarify something about Africa to you, bro. Like, Africa is fucking rich, bro. I mean, listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. Yeah, listen. Yeah, so like Russia got oil, right? And then also Saudi Arabia got oil. And then the next thing after that is Africa, bro. Like the crude oil, most of the crude oil comes from Africa. I'm talking Nigeria for the most part. And then the next level after that is Dubai and the Arab country, and then Russia. So like we have the opportunity to be able to be like, you know what, we're not going to sell oil to you guys until we start treating our people right. Period. We can do that, and that is huge. Diamonds is for weddings and setting values and stuff like that, but there are companies that cannot run without oil and things like that. But the reason why it's not working out like that is because we're not together. And from what I said before, it's from the idea of us and them. We need to all come together and be like, we're all the same. And that's what the brother said to start with before. If we're the same, you're not treating my brother right.
What about China? Lenora Harris said, what about China borrowing Africa billions?
Shit, China borrows everybody billions, right? All over the world. but what I'm saying is this though. There's truths to what everybody is saying. You know what I'm saying? There's truth to what everybody's saying.
Shout out Lenora Harris for the question too, for the comment. When it comes to
Okay, Norman Smith. But when it comes to dating, Somalis usually stick with their own culture. Africans usually only date African Americans for green cards. Otherwise, Africans stick to their Otherwise, Africans stick to their own too. But we all black at the end of the day. When you get pulled over by the police, they just see the color of the skin.
Thank you. Hey, thank you, Nora. Thank you, Nora. That's what I was trying to say. Though.
They see the color of the skin.
That's what I'm trying to tell Kwame.
White people can depict somebody's approach based on their conversation.
Man, come on,
gotta
with the
understand
bullshit,
that.
Kwame.
Come on. You can't tell me if a nigga pulls me over.
Come on, bro. Listen.
What's up, man?
I just had an instance myself.
Versus officer.
What is the problem? Come on, listen. It don't matter. You could be the most polite black man. Nah,
hey man,
it don't matter, bro. It don't matter, bro. That's not a pass. That's not a pass.
That shit get away.
That's not a pass. Bro.
Hell yeah, it's gonna be a.
That's not a pass. So if Amigo get pulled over, it's gonna be a different outcome. Hell nah. Even the Asian, hell nah. No.
Nigga, they gonna run for it. All right, since you want to play all this role, it's up to them if they want to go all the way down.
Bro, listen, they looked at the same. Black, they looked at the same, bro. You get stopped by the police, bro. You're black.
So who's getting shot more out here, Africans or regular blacks?
Bro,
because you're telling me they're getting treated the same.
That's like, come on.
And they're not getting treated the same. No one's getting shot more in the U.S. than regular black niggas. Period.
In our defense. But that don't mean that
means they can separate us, bro. That means they can tell the difference. Unless they started popping Africans the same way.
Kwame. When somebody's getting shot by a cop, it's in the hood.
It's not in the hood. They shot Trayvon Martin on a fucking block where he lived with white.
It wasn't even a cop that shot Trayvon Martin.
But he was treated like a cop. He was treated like a cop.
It was the
U.S. Marshal. The U.S. Marshal.
Was he or was he not treated like a cop?
The U.S. Marshal just shot dude in Uptown. That wasn't a hood, nigga. That was right across.
That's down the block, G.
McDonald's.
So you saying it's in the hood? It's not in the hood on a regular basis.
No. I'm saying.
What they start doing at the Marshal.
For the most part, that's
it used to be
setting.
It used to be
hood setting.
I know the Minneapolis cops, if they pulling Somali dudes over, they not letting them go.
That's cool. Are they popping them?
Oh my
I don't care about that.
Hey, hold on.
You keep talking about shootings, bro. Like you keep talking about shootings, bro. Fuck that, bro. Listen, bro. You could go to the south side. Do your homework. You can go to the south side, bro. Do you know how much motherfucking violence and motherfucking corruption? I mean, motherfucking shit is going on between Africans and South Minneapolis, nigga. Are you serious? Are you serious?
At the end of the day, fuck all that. I just witnessed this shit the other day, nigga. I'm riding down Lake Street, nigga. Nigga, it's a bunch of Mexicans out there, bro, running up to cars doing all type wild shit. I seen a police ride right past them motherfuckers. They ain't do shit. Now let it been a bunch of black people. They would have stopped. Oh, what y'all doing?
You talking about Migos? We talking about Africans
Nigga,
and black men, bro.
Africans, they still would have stopped there because they would have thought they was black.
Okay, then. Thank you.
Cool.
Thank you.
But-
That's what the
But
fuck
would the
I'm saying,
outcome
nigga.
have been the same? I don't care about none of that.
Bro,
the
South
outcome-
Minneapolis has,
And I'm talking about
back.
shootings and death because
Man,
when
do
he
your homework,
initially
man.
made his statement,
Do
he
your
was talking
homework.
about Africans.
Yeah, because they pissed. They pissed.
No, my nigga, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you like this.
No, that's a fact. They
It's not.
get mad. No, they get mad when you
Gee,
educated.
I had a
when you
police
black and
officer pull
educated,
me
bro.
over, and he knows whoever the fuck he is right now. Pulled me over when I was in college. I'm driving, stopped me, opened my door. The other nigga came, opened my passenger door. I'm in a bucket. Just open the doors. I'm on my hands on the wheels. The first thing he says is, "Where's the drugs?" I looked at him. My brother's a lawyer.
Are you African?
I'm African.
Are you African?
I'm African.
Okay, thank you.
But
Thank
hold
you.
on.
Thank you. Thank
The
you.
outcome.
Thank
So
you.
now
Go ahead.
we look at the outcome.
Go ahead.
We're looking at outcome. First thing I say to him is, I said, usually most police officers ask me for my license and insurance. I'm gonna reach over to my right side and grab my insurance because my brother, who's a lawyer, and my uncle, who's in internal affairs for the police station, told me that that's what I'm supposed to give y'all. I'm gonna reach in the glove compartment and grab that for you.
You said it like that, or you said it your way?
I said it just like that, my nigga.
Okay.
I said it just like this, just like I'm
Yeah.
telling you. And as I started reaching to the right, he slammed my door and said, "Get the fuck out of here and go home."
That's what he's saying, though. You could,
And then the other nigga slammed my door and said, "Get the fuck out of here." And I said, "Turn this car on."
and also, I don't care if you black,
Kwame,
if you
Kwame.
black or African.
Yeah.
If you know your laws, let me teach y'all something while we on this public platform. If you, hey, learn y'all laws. Black brothers, Africans, Mexican, what Caucasians, whatever it is, learn your laws. When you learn your laws, you're one step ahead of these people. You one step ahead of enforcement.
By these people.
Police.
Police, and just any type of enforcement. It could be a security officer, a security guard. When you know your laws, you have more power. And that goes for any situation. I'm talking about if you get pulled over and you know your laws, can I search? Woo, 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 woo. No, you can't. Once you say no, you can't, you got to know it's dead. Now, if you don't know that, and I'm putting some knowledge on y'all head, if you don't know, when a police officer asks you, hey, can I search this car? No, you can't. Once you tell them no, leave me alone. They supposed to leave you alone.
Right.
Unless they have a probable cause.
Hey,
Listen, it just happened. Unless they have a probable cause, I'm
Right.
out of there.
and I'm gonna second what he's saying, because the more you learn your laws, even if the cop does search you, you have a better chance in court. You get what I'm saying?
I'm with it.
You have a better chance in court if you know your laws. If
Facts.
you don't give them permission to search your vehicle
And
and
I
they
don't
search it
care
anyway,
who you are, African,
then you're more likely to bid it on a technicality.
African American brother, whatever it is. If you know your
Yeah.
laws, learn your laws, get
That's
in the
what
law
everything.
books.
Know your laws.
Okay, let's see.
Man, come on, man.
Appreciate you, baby. You must be from Africa. I love you. The outcome can be the same. Don't think too highly of yourself or these police officers. I agree with that.
Thank you, baby.
Norman said
Thank you, baby.
they don't like when you know your rights and challenge them because they think all niggas are stupid and uneducated.
Thank you. Hey, Norm, you saying some real
That's what I
shit
said.
though. You saying
Kwame,
some real
you
shit.
smart. Shout out to you, Sandra. I love you, girl. Go back to Sandra. Go to her page. I want to see. What
Hey, Chris,
I'm playing.
you
That's
right.
cool. Chris said they have to get a warrant for a dog to search the car.
That's facts. Know your laws, man.
But
They
at
have
the
to.
end of the day, they go. You can run all that, but at the end of the day, they feel like they got something on you. They go do what the fuck, and then at the end of the day, now you got it's too late for that.
Yeah.
Now you know all your laws. It's still too late. Cause at the end of the day, still they go do what the fuck they want to do. Now later on, bring that shit down, but it's too late. Who the fuck want to do all that? Bring that shit down later on.
But my whole point is, there's no difference. There's no difference between. That's why I say my whole point is, if they say they get a young East African brother or a Nigerian brother or Liberian brother, they're not sitting here deciphering, nigga. They come on, man. This is a society we live in.
So at the end of the day, the verdict is know your laws. I'm agree with that 100%. Education is key in every aspect of life. When it comes back to the, I want to bring it back to the topic of Africa and being pilgrimed by whites and who owns what and all that kind of stuff on that in the continent. So just like everywhere in the world, we have to really get out of this mentality of thinking about this race, black, Africans. You get what I'm saying? Because there's a whole nother play that's even higher above us, and it's really about who's getting to the money. You get what I'm saying? And if the biggest disservice for us as a people is this
Nigerian
disconnect between
scammers.
the black Africans and the African Americans. I mean, the Africans and the African Americans. If we, what do you say?
Black people learned that shit from y'all.
Yeah,
Scamming.
that's true.
They go on that bit. You see the African. You see Portia Williams' husband right now. I already knew he was a scammer though. No disrespect to African though. I already knew that shit. But listen, no. Do y'all know the puppy dude? Like 2 years, the nigga was like a billionaire. Nigga, the Nigerian dude. Nigga, like y'all pop y'all shit.
Hush puppy. He's talking about Hush puppy.
Yeah.
There's another dude that was bigger than him that sold a fake airport.
That's Tyler's brother.
There's another dude that sold a fake airport to an international bank. That's the biggest heist ever. He sold a fake airport to an international bank. But you know what the biggest scam ever though?
What? How?
Yeah, that's you got. And he got like
African dude.
Yeah, a Nigerian dude to be exact. Yeah. So he did walk through. No, he didn't do a walkthrough. No, but you could Google it.
Did a
Just
Wolf of
Google
Wall
it.
Street
Fake
on that
airport
nigga.
sold. Hey, but this what's even more important though is this though. While we're saying these about the scamming and all that kind of stuff, the biggest scam is the higher ups that are doing what they call economic hits, right? So there's a book called The Economic Hitman. I suggest you guys read it. And this is what's going on right now, where certain countries will say, we're going to third world countries and we're going to give them electricity. We're going to give them resources and all that kind of stuff. But they're giving them loans. You get what I'm saying? So they're giving these loans to these countries. So when you guys say China's giving billions out, borrowing billions to different countries.
It's more than slavery.
Right. It's really an economic hit. You get what I'm saying? There's really a bigger strategy that's going on about, allyships and all that kind of stuff on a bigger level, on a bigger scale. And then we as a people got to recognize what's going on here is, so for example, they'll loan a bunch of, let's say down in Nicaragua or something like that. They'll loan them a bunch of money and they'll give them a loan that they know that they can't pay back. Right. And what happens with the loans? It's the people that invest with the IMF and the World Banks. You got investors that invest in that give the money out to have these loans. So when they build this, they build these roads and these lights and water systems in these third world countries. Everybody's watching and like, oh, they did a beautiful thing. But what happens is when they start to generate the income from that, you got to pay back the investors first, right? After you pay back the investors, then they realize now you got to pay back the interest on the loan. And by the time they pay back the investors and the interest, there's barely any money to pay back the principal.
Ain't no scam
So when they
bigger
start
than
to
that.
go defaults, and they say, you know what? You don't have to worry about paying us back. Just give us this Panama Canal, or just give us this natural resource.
Now you got
or
to
let us put our army base here.
Catch back up.
You get what I'm saying? So that's how they get the diamonds, and that's the biggest scam.
Now you got to
That's the
sell some
biggest
pussy
scam
in
out.
order to catch back up.
So as blacks and as Africans, we got to quit all this bullshit, right? And start educating our youth to really think on a higher level.
Put us up on a scam. Our shit is drugs. It might sound fucked up, but y'all gotta put us on that shit.
Okay.
Man.
What's
So-
the Cash App stuff? I got someone showing me $100,000 on Cash App like this. I'm like,
Man,
what am I supposed to do with that?
Right.
make it shake. That's what you're supposed to do. Make it shake.
Show me how to do that.
Okay. So I'm gonna get into the next question. I'm gonna get into the next question with y'all. So
Niggas love chicken.
Okay, all the Africans is the biggest scammers of scammers. That's a fact. Niggas love chicken. Africans love fufu. I respect that. I respect it. We love chicken too. But now the next question is, what do Africans and what do regular blacks like? So my question to y'all is, you want to eat the heads of chickens? What does that? Hold on. What does that mean? What are you talking about?
We eat different.
We eat the chicken heads of chickens?
Nah, I won't say like I didn't say some crazy shit though.
What have you
Okay,
seen?
we eat chicken feet. That's a fact.
Yeah, like nails. I mean, little pointy shit like that.
We're gonna get rid of the nails off.
Yeah, we cut that.
I don't
out.
eat pork though, so I wouldn't know.
But do you eat white women though?
Hey,
Fuck no.
bro.
I don't
Okay,
discriminate.
next question.
No.
That's the next question. We get into it. We get into it. So as a group, do y'all date or do y'all fuck white women?
You getting messy. You getting messy. Hey, you getting messy. That liquor starting to kick in.
No, but
1, 2, 3, 4.
Nah, but hey, we all gonna tap in though. We gonna tap in. Hey, we gonna tap in. I know it's getting critical now. The white bitch is looking like, what are they gonna say? What are they gonna say? I mean, I thought they loved us. Oh my god. Hey, look. So me personally, I'm gonna speak on this shit. This shit crazy. Y'all gonna think this shit crazy. It's crazy. Okay, so I'm African. I'm African American. My mother is Caucasian. She white. Some people know, some people don't. It is what it is. But anyway, so for me, it's crazy because my mom is white. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, I
What was
don't.
that like growing up? How did you feel? I want to know about that before you go to the other part. Growing up with a white mom, what was that dynamic for you as a black kid who had a white mom in your house, and you knowing that you had black people who probably felt a weird way about that?
I more so feel like it's like the culture. Like if certain white people have, they with the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like my mom, she only date brothers. You know what I'm saying? She cooked black people food, shit like that. Like cause she was with brothers. You know what I'm saying? So all I ever seen was either my daddy, you know what I'm saying, or a black brother. So for me, it's like I always grew up. That's my queen first and foremost. But give him the mic. So for me, I feel like my mom is white. That's my queen. But at the same time, it's like, I grew up this certain type of way. Like I grew up on the east side. I grew up in the hood. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of got a different. Yeah. So yeah, shout out to the east side, man. Fuck
East side.
But so for me, it's like I would date a white woman because my mom is my queen, if that make any sense. Yeah. But in hindsight, I also learned to know how white women are, being my mom is Caucasian. You know what I'm saying? And so would I marry a white woman? I'm not even gonna answer that question, to be honest.
But did you grow up? Like, did you grow up? My question for Meet the Plug. X Black.
Plug X.
Did you grow up with, like, I'm gonna keep it real. You my brother, so I'm gonna tell you, like, far as the way I was brought up and the people I hang around, black kids. So like, did you grow up like black kids teasing you because your mom white, and did you like, how motherfuckers like, damn, your mom think she black, or nope. You think you black, because right,
that's why I said it's different.
Shit. Like,
it's different type.
Did you grow up?
Okay, so listen. Huh? It's different type of white women. Let me get this clear.
It is.
It's different type of white women. It's a white woman who played a white role. They played a white card, and then there's white women who are ghetto, try to be black.
But you can't say that. That's probably like built in.
No, it's not. No, it's not. That's learned energy from fucking with niggas.
Alabama, you probably go down there to the white people, nigga.
Bro,
they bigger than you.
Talking about Alabama, they're not.
No,
they're not.
They're South. Though. I'm just saying white people in general.
That's not even normalized down there. still to this day, it might not. It's partially normalized. We live in Minnesota, bro. Listen, we live in the most. We live in Minnesota where interracial couples are big. You want a white woman, you come here.
No,
Fuck
sure.
is you talking
Go
about?
to St. Cloud, y'all. Somalians out there thick with the white girls. So. Yeah,
But nah, you but so
Africans love they white girls.
nah, they so look. Hey, nah, but like I said, though, it's a difference. It's two different type of white women though. It's the tell me if you agree. Tayo, speak on it. It's two different type of white women. There's the white woman. There's white women who want to be black, who done been influenced by the culture so much that they act ghetto, that they act a certain type of way that they never was gonna be without a black man or whatever the case is. And then you have the white woman who just plays her white card.
Yeah. Because he was raised around white people that talk proper.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's brought into you. Because you raised how you raised regardless. Like he know how to speak two languages. We didn't even know this nigga was African. Nigeria, whatever.
Head ass.
Because,
I speak 3 languages.
I'm sure I know you will.
Fact. That's a big fact. I'm a major scammer, but don't judge me, my nigga. Don't. Hey, K Little. Hey, K. Hold on. Let me ask K Little. What'd you say about Tayo? I want to know what K Little said about Tayo. Listen to what he said about Tayo.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Tyler like them bunnies, bro. Like he's not like Tyler is a bunny guy.
Hey, this is what I'm gonna say though. Every one of my girlfriends has been black. You get what I'm saying? Every single last one. Now this is another thing.
You said what did you just say?
I don't discriminate though. You get what I'm saying?
You said every one of your girlfriends have been black.
Like my girlfriend's girlfriends. You know what I'm saying? I was with a girlfriend.
Were you entertain a white woman? Were you entertain a white woman?
Yeah, I would. I'm not gonna sit there and say I've never thought.
But you'll just slut them out though. You're not more so like I'll marry this. I'm
a professional now, so I don't talk like that no more.
Okay. No, that's cool. That's cool. I get it. But what I'm saying is it the same type of energy?
Look, you know what? This is what I like. I like who's ever ready to ride for me. You get what I'm saying? Whoever's ready to sacrifice for me. Whoever's ready to sacrifice for me, because a lot of people ain't good for you. And then sometimes it has nothing to do with the color of their skin. You get what I'm saying? You can have somebody from a different culture that'll do more from you than somebody from your same culture. Right. You know what I mean? And this days and age, you know, hey, if Taylor Swift gave me a shot, I'd date Taylor Swift. You get what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Hold on, calm down, man.
Would you be able?
You're projecting your own thing.
Would you be able? My question, hey,
I go on a date with Taylor.
No, let me ask y'all a question. Will y'all be able to deal with the cultural differences?
That's the other thing that you got to think about is who's best suited for you.
That's
you get what I'm saying? There's some people that I would recommend. I was like, no, I don't think you need to date a white girl unless she understands you and who you are.
When you choose a race, you adopt their cultures, you adopt their values, and you adopt their entire society. So you bring on their politics with you as well. So if you choose a white individual, you bring on what comes with white people, and you accept that as a norm for you, your children, and everything moving forward. So if you believe that's something that you should embrace in a marriage state, go right ahead.
I ain't gonna lie. A lot of hood niggas ain't fucking with no bum ass white bitches.
You gotta be a bitch. Give me something.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. Like, nigga, you only go fuck with Taylor Swift because she Taylor Swift. Nigga, that bitch might be mean, betray you, all type shit. But nigga, you gonna take that because she's Taylor Swift. The bitch a billionaire. But then that you might not even love this bitch. You might not. You just care what she can do for you. As far as a white bitch. Oh, you saying bitch, you gonna give me this Bentley? You gonna get this Bentley?
Oh,
and like that's what it is. That's what niggas be looking for when they see white people. Period. Nigga, I'm gonna keep it a buck. For real. Cause nigga, at the end of the day, it's like being black. I ain't gonna lie, nigga, like being brought up.
So do you think? So you feel like if a nigga fucking with a white woman, it's for what they could do for him?
For sure. I'm gonna say that's how I say as growing up. Like I didn't see a lot of black niggas fuck with a lot of white women far as like they background. You know what I'm saying? My nigga Solid 4, nigga, he's fucking with a teacher. She's a white woman. You know what I'm saying? Then my daddy, you know, I got shout out to my little brother and sister. They had white and black. They mama white. You know what I'm saying? She's a fucking nurse. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? This is my daddy, baby mama. These my blood sisters and brother. My fucking little brother, he's half white, half black. He's both of them in the army. My fucking little sister, she's a model. Cause I feel like it's come from that white side, how they was raised around they mom type shit. She's a good woman. Shout out to her. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, as far as like how this my opinion, this how I was brought up. This what I seen. This what I seen as growing up. Yeah, I done seen niggas from Chicago coming bump them a white bitch quick. But they ain't go bump no bum ass white bitch. You know what I mean? These white people down here probably got niggas on the side that's fucking the shit out of them. And niggas these bitches cashing out.
Right.
That's what, you know what I'm saying? That's what I seen growing up.
I see.
That's my opinion.
I see.
Africans the same, Somalian. Nigga, they ain't fucking with no bum ass white bitch. Period.
Man, some of my uncle's slogan is if it ain't snowing, they ain't going.
Hey,
You know, that's
they got shit going on.
exactly. So that like for that, I think is pretty much the
So I'm Kwame, for that. I'm gonna give you two answers, because the reason why I'm gonna give you two answers is because I grew up in Africa, and the moment I figured I was coming to America, I wasn't thinking about anything else but like white ladies. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I know the kind of cars I want, and I know the kind of bitches I want. You feel me? So, bro, listen. So I said I'm gonna give you two answers, right? So like I was 17 in my head. I'm like, damn, I'm gonna drive a Chrysler, and I'm gonna have a white girl sitting right there, and we're gonna just drive into the sunset. But like, hey, that's the American dream. That's what I was like thinking in my head before I got here.
That's
right?
that's the American dream.
No, that was for me.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I'm
for me,
asking,
at
is that the
7
American dream?
For me at 17, from coming from Africa, like
Yeah.
So
Yeah. No, I'm asking.
I
I'm
wasn't.
just
Yeah.
asking. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm just asking
Exactly.
if we have
So
a
I wasn't so I wasn't, when I was in Nigeria, listen, bro, when I was in Nigeria, I wasn't thinking I'm gonna go into another community where I have to separate African Americans from Nigerians or from Africans. I feel like I'm Nigerian, those are my brothers, we're the same people. And then if I'm gonna come here, I have to boss up, like, because I've already, like, all my life I've just been with this same set of people, and I'm married now. I'm married to someone from my country, and I met her here. So like, she's black as black can be. You know what I'm saying? So
when you were coming up,
Yeah.
you said you pictured
yeah, and so like
driving in this car,
driving
with
this
a white
certain
lady.
car with a white lady right there.
so
you know,
automatically wasn't fucking with the niggas.
That's
Automatic.
you're not listening
Right?
to me. When I was coming here, yeah, when I was,
That was the American dream.
yeah, so
That's what y'all thought.
you're getting to it. And also when I was coming here, I wasn't thinking I'm gonna have to separate
That's what I'm saying. So
African Americans from Africans.
But you already did that when you said you wanted that white lady. On the
No,
car.
I didn't
Yes,
say
think
that.
about it, think
Listen,
about it.
listen
That's
to
what
me.
I'm saying.
Listen,
We
what I
already
said,
know,
what
but
I
that
said.
still has to like.
Listen,
just think about
listen. You also, you also, listen.
it. Always,
Yeah.
But it spills over to
No.
What the niggas did.
Listen, let me explain it to you. Let me.
That goes.
You're also arguing with a 17-year-old mindset of me, okay? And also, what I said was, I didn't, in my head at 17 years old back in Nigeria, I wasn't thinking there's African American and Africans. I thought we were all the same. So like where I'm coming from, I've always, all my life, for the first 17 years of my life, the only people I've been with is black people. Right. So I'm not gonna go to America and go be with a black person. So that was where that idea came from. It wasn't about African Americans. That there was no difference for me when I came here. Well, I learned that when I got here. That's what I'm trying to get into. So like when I got here, then
niggas like you gave him that idea. Nigga.
When I
gave him that idea. He said that.
no,
You
like,
gave him that idea.
and also another thing we don't understand.
You gave him that
Another
idea.
thing.
I didn't
Another
give
thing.
nobody no
Yeah.
idea.
Another thing we don't
My mama
understand.
white.
Yeah. Another thing we don't
My
understand
mama
about
white.
America is going to mold you into something. Like, especially if you come from somewhere else, when you get here, when you're not straight, you're going to get straight when you get to America. It is a certain way. It is like when
America
when
is
you
the best
come
country.
when you come here, you come here with like a different mindset. You feel like you're gonna go on the tree and start getting money off of it. That's how we see it before we come here.
Yeah.
But when you
No,
get
that's
here,
facts. Yeah.
but when you get here, you're like, shit, I gotta work for 2 weeks, and then I gotta pay taxes.
Now
and I
let
gotta
me
pay
ask
my
you
bills
this.
and
Let me
shit.
ask you this, brother. When you got here, you said you said that was your initial thought.
At
When you
17,
got here,
yeah.
when you got here and you got settled in, what was your thought then?
Oh, everything changed real quick because, like, you know what? I couldn't.
What was you looking for a white woman? Was you looking for a white woman because of? Hold on, y'all.
Listen.
Was you looking for a white woman because of that's how you thought,
Mm-hmm.
or
The opportunities aren't the same.
Listen.
Hold on,
He's
hold
asking
on,
a very
hold
important
on,
question.
hold on. We're gonna get to that. So so when you came from Africa, was you specifically looking for a white woman because of that was in your head? Or when you got here, what was the difference? What did you see in white women when you got here?
I'm gonna tell you right now. The moment I landed in Minneapolis, everything I've ever thought about flew out the window right there. The moment I landed, it was like, because I couldn't even make I couldn't make a full sentence. You feel me? Like I couldn't make a full sentence. I couldn't communicate. So like, how can you get with a white girl? You can't even fucking make a statement.
No, for sure though.
I'm not talking to that girl right now.
Yeah, for sure though.
It's not the girl that I'm going to talk to. You have to come to me. We are not going to be together.
I want to see what type.
So my answer to that is,
Me and the white girl are not going to be together. Like, she cannot understand me.
so my answer to that is like I had to like
We got a question. Tima, and make sure you share the live as well, Tima. Everybody in Africa thinks highly of whites. They're idolized, and everybody thinks that perfect life in Africa, well, the perfect life in America is being with a white man or woman since they make it to America. And white people are associated with wealth. It's weird.
it's not weird. It's
Is
not
that-
weird at all.
In Africa,
It's-
I got a quick question though. I got a quick question for y'all. In Africa, is that really how it's perceived?
Yeah.
Or is that just what you have you have
You gotta understand, Africans who come here think that 50 Cent, Chris Brown, they think
Right.
hip hop is the wave. Every nigga, you got it. You got the juice. You know how to dance, nigga. You're popping. You got chains. You're cool. I want to be like you. That's how they feel.
So again, I think a lot of this stuff has been programmed in our minds since we've been a youth. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So when we see the movies that they're watching in Nigeria, right? When they see the first time I seen the movie Grease, I was in Nigeria, visiting Nigeria, and they were watching all over the place. You get what I'm saying? And Grease is an all-white movie. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, the movie Grease. That's an old school movie. Yeah, John Travolta. Nah, they ain't show the Mac in Africa. You get what I'm saying? They ain't show the Mac in Africa. Because you want to know why they didn't show the Mac in Africa? Because it wasn't on that type of scale, and it's not on the scale. Yeah, that's not what they're trying to sell.
What they was trying to sell to the
Exactly.
Africans at that time.
Because
Yeah, that was.
Not like that, but why you think motherfucker came? Motherfucker might think motherfucker slow because they from a different. They not.
No, they not.
Because listen, all you need is like common sense. If you got common sense, take 2 seconds to build something. Yeah, you might think a motherfucker slow because they came from a foreign country. Yeah, because and then it's like, oh, you might think they understand. They understand everything. They just soaking up shit.
Yeah.
All it mean is they just soaking up. They listen, when a motherfucker come from a different country, they already know what the fuck they coming over here for. They already got it. They already got it playing with the family. Look, we gonna send you up here. This what the fuck you gonna do. And this what you gonna do. Now they playing ain't up, oh yeah, you gonna go up there and look for a white old dude or a white bitch. No. It's go at the end of the day, it's like with anybody, nigga, it's who, like he said, it's there for who's there for you. You know what I'm saying? Like my queen might be a fucking African. It's that like cause she might meet motherfucker the same, you know what I'm saying? It's not about, you know what I mean?
What I'm saying is that like your mindset is going to change as the older you get, the more understanding you get about a lot of things. The way you think when you were 16 wasn't the same way you think right now.
Right.
Facts, right? So like when you're growing up, certain things is gonna come to your mind. And from a 17-year-old coming from Nigeria, like he said, Those are the only kind of movies we see, like Grease, The Transporter, a whole lot of other things like that. So like we don't have fucking
Why do you think that is? Why do y'all think that is? Hold on. Why do y'all think that is?
because we don't have fucking we don't have fucking cable, bro. Like if you have cable in Africa, you fucking rich. Like you balling. You don't need to come to America. So like when you get a CD in your hand and then you put it in that stuff and it works, you're watching a movie from like a from
Way back in the
the late night, like the 80s and the 90s. So like these are movies that I said these are the things that you see. So back then when you're young, you're just thinking like, damn, that's how I want to be. Like that's how you see yourself. But like the moment you get here, it's different. It's different. Because my parents wanted me to be a nurse because they tell me like you're gonna come here and then you're gonna go to school and you're gonna become a nurse. I can tell you right now, I'm not a nurse.
Yeah. So here, so this is from. Hey, I'm trying to do your job.
This is from you want to talk? Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So it says this is from Tatenda Iwatomi Padamoyo Zimbabwe. I think she's from where's she from, the Congo or something? All right. Zimbabwe. Okay. So I don't think this is true for all Africans. I think we need to start with your background in Africa. People hate that my dad is a surgeon and my mom is a doctor. They act like I choose that for them simply because they see me as a rich African. My parents never ever raised me that the white men was it and all. Somebody seeking asylum or refuge is different than somebody coming for a visa.
That's the fact.
So now
most of us come here for a refuge.
Hey, I can tell you this much though.
Most of us coming for a refuge.
Hey, even though that he had his vision of dating a white woman, I guarantee you his parents didn't tell him to do that. In Africa, they don't want you. They don't.
That's the easy route. The easy route is getting
They
a white
want you
bitch
to-
and
they-
let them take care of you. That's the easy route. And they're gonna
No, I'm
do
just
it.
saying that's the young version. It's the young version.
It's still the easy route. That's
No,
the easy
it's
route.
just like
bro said, it ain't gonna be no bum ass. It ain't gonna be no bum ass white bitch though. It's not gonna be the. But no. But listen, let Tayo speak on that. Let Tayo speak on that subject though.
You seen things that I'm not seeing.
Let Tayo speak on that subject right there though.
so. I think that it's been programmed, and this happens all in every country. You know what I mean? Like they did studies when they put a white Barbie with the black Barbie, and they have the black kids saying which Barbie you want to play with. The black kids choose the white Barbie because what they've been programmed, what they see on the TV, what they see idolized, what they see people worship, for lack of better words.
Let me ask you African brothers. This.
Go ahead.
What was the first woman that y'all dated or talked to when y'all what's the first woman y'all was it the white woman or was it what y'all, you know what I mean? Go ahead. No, I want
Nigga fat boy being on here.
Yeah, I can answer that easily.
Okay, hold on. Let me read her question first. She says it's important to know that American beauty standard has been recognized and rewarded in other countries. We all know that the standard is example African women bleaching their skin. Unfortunately,
Colorism. It's not just African women bleaching their skin. There's African American ladies bleaching their skin here as well. Colorism is big. People think Chris Brown don't like dark-skinned black people, but he's gonna fuck with light-skinned dark people. Why do you think that is? Colorism is another, like it's another topic entirely. This is not about. Yeah, we're not even gonna get into that because like colorism doesn't have anything to do. Yeah, you feel me? So like that is something else entirely. Like people gonna bleach their skin just because even white people, black guys do it. They go bleach their skin just so let's get a little lighter.
Shout out to bro. So let's speak on that visa part though. Let's speak on that visa. That's very important.
What was the question with the visa?
Go ahead with the can you put that up there, Chief? The comment about the visas. Shout out Tatiana.
Oh yeah, she said my parents were never raised.
Is it this one?
My parents never ever raised me.
Yep.
Difference between asylum and refuge.
Oh yeah, somebody seeking asylum or refuge.
So how do y'all
different than someone's coming for a visa? Yeah, I mean that's really simple, right? You got people who coming from war-stricken countries, you know, that are seeking
are
asylum.
desperate to get out.
Yeah, they're desperate to get out. They need to do whatever they get out. And then there's some people that's coming for visas. That doesn't mean that those people coming for visas didn't struggle or hustle or whatever the case may be. But everybody's trying to come over to America because it's
American dream.
It's the American dream. It's the land of opportunity. But you know another thing that's happened in America.
There's a such thing as American dream.
And you know what? Yeah,
There's no other culture that has that. You ain't never heard of the European dream, the Chinese dream, the Indian
you
dream,
may not know that,
the
like bro
Mexican
said.
dream. It's the American dream.
Hey, but let me say this real quick, Phil. Let me say this real quick. There ain't no welfare system in Nigeria. You can't get scholarships to go to school. You can't get, like EBT cards. You can't. Yeah, there's no loan programs and all that kind of stuff. It's hard to get all that kind of stuff. All that credit card programs and all that kind of stuff. So when people hear that a lot of that coming in America, you can really start a business and come up. It's harder to start a business in Nigeria and come up than it is in America and come up. At least to get support. Yes, for sure.
You can come down here in America, nigga, and make some shit in like 2 months and start a business down there that you can wait it like 2 years or something down there.
It's not that easy.
Nigga, you can build a house for 10,000. You can make 10,000. Like,
I don't know who told you that, but that's not facts, bro. You're not gonna build
can't
anything
build no
for
house?
$10,000,
you can't
bro.
build a house in Africa
Nah, bro.
for 10,000. I don't give no fuck. Can you
I'm
build a
gonna
house
tell
for
you right now.
10,000?
You can't build. You can't build a.
I've been
You
told
can't build no house for 10,000 here. Right. That's what I'm trying to get to. I don't care what.
Hey, now remind you,
You building something for that cost?
You come down and make
You're gonna make
10,000
money on it, and you're gonna build and
now the key word that
Listen, I can build that over there for that cost. But can somebody else buy it from me? And can I make money off of it? No, that's just mine.
right.
I bought that for me. I'm wasting
Not-
my money, but I'm not making money on it.
And the key word I said is build a business, right?
Business.
Like build a
Not buy
business
something for
system of
myself.
cash flow, right?
I can go and buy something for 10 grand.
Here-
It's immaculate over there.
Here, if I have
Money off of that?
a 700 credit score, right?
You got whatever.
I can and I write a business plan. I can go to a bank and say, this is my business plan. This is my 700 credit score. And these are my letter intents for potential customers that said, if I have this business plan executed, they're going to pay me this much. I can go get a loan. You try to go do that in the middle of the Congo, it's not going.
Well, look though, it's about.
And that's why we need to come together. I've been on this mission to one of my dreams, one of my passions is how can we get hey, this is one of my passions, just off the record real quick. I guess it's on the record. But one of my passions is how can we have black, like what we call regular blacks, right? African Americans, how can we have them come together and invest into Nigeria, right? Into Africa.
Y'all to eat with
You get what I'm saying? So we can come together and eat.
Give us the recipe on fufu.
He said, give us the rest of the food.
I feel like
It's gonna be like
That's the people.
But
I feel like sometimes Africans sometimes want to hide the recipes. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, we gonna get there. Now we gonna get there. Now there's a select few. Like shout out my brother right here, and shout out. I just met him. He seemed like a real solid person. And there's certain people, like I said, Hams and Nabil, Tayo. I'm speaking on my closest friends that I deal with. But I feel like they might got the sauce. But it's never gonna be 100% drawn out for you. Unless they really fuck with you. But at the same time, they gonna make sure that people, like as far as African Americans and African, but
they don't want to see the next black person up more than them. One thing about Somalians, Arab, and African, why they succeed more because they all come together.
on me, yeah, right.
If my business go down, I can go get
From Cuzzo, yeah.
If I know my business go down, this nigga probably ain't gonna give me $100.
No bullshit.
Because he's going up.
Yeah.
I know that I'm gonna upgrade more than him.
Yeah. Yeah. Now in African defense, like I said, I got a lot of African brothers that I done learned a lot from, and y'all say scamming and shit like that. And yeah, that's true. But there's a lot of African brothers that know what the fuck they talking about and is very intelligent too. Mind you, like we send in a room with a few of them. You know what I'm saying? We send in even Kwame, like. Not saying it like that. Even Kwame, I seen Kwame come from Arlington to goddamn being running different clubs, and I might call Kwame for a whole different club that he don't even work at, and he got the pull. You know what I'm saying? He done built that over time,
and I respect that. You know what I'm saying? I respect Tayo. I done knew Tayo a long time. We didn't always like, lock in, but when I locked in with him, I'm damn. He ain't no different than Hamza, no Bill, or Moosey. Shout out Moosey too. Moosey, yeah. Shout out Go Get It Tobacco. Yeah.
If a brother see your intention and really see like the person that you is, I feel like anybody help him, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's see, Lester Royal. He said we need to support each other here and
Yes.
practice working together. Start these young people
Yeah.
getting engaged. Period.
Period.
It is
Yeah.
happening.
Yes.
It is happening.
And I agree
Yes,
with that
lad.
100%. Everybody knows, well, not everybody knows. A lot of people don't know that I have my own nonprofit called Smart North. And what we do is we leverage technology to improve digital equity. It's another thing that I want a lot of people to really catch on. Now this is an African giving the sauce right now.
Hey, shout out to Tayo,
Hey,
man.
Theo, giving that
Yeah,
sauce.
hey, people don't do this often.
And this is real. This is what I'm doing currently right now. I have a community center, right, that gives all types of access to different types of technology. So we got computers in there. We got AR, VR. We got all different type of emerging tech. So we got 3D printers, But the thing that really pops it off is that we have industry partners. We have the different corporations and brands, industry partners that
Love to
come
hear
do
it.
project-based learning with the youth. So they'll come teach the youth and say, all right, this is how you do cybersecurity. This is how you do drone pilot training, right? So a lot of these careers are the future jobs that we're seeing starting to be in demand, right? So the school system is already overcrowded, right? They can't sit there and not teach you math, reading, and English just to teach you cybersecurity and all that kind of stuff. So there's not enough time in the day for the teachers to all of a sudden start teaching all this emerging technology. So what I did is start this community center that's going to be like, all right, let's teach these young people so when the time they come of age, they're able to compete for these jobs that are going to be there. And if we don't do that right now, we're going to get even more farther behind, and we're going to have larger disparities and larger gaps. At the end of the day, the welfare system ain't going to help us. We got to help ourselves. So it's going to take us coming together as Blacks and Africans, right? Coming together, figuring out how can we make investments into places that we own? How can we invest into Africa? How can we start to own digital spaces? Because everything's becoming digitized right now. We're in a whole digital shift. When you go from one era to the next era, like how we went from the industrial age into the information age, right now we're going in from the information age to the digital age. And when that happens, a lot of wealth gets redistributed. And every time that shift happens, we're always last at the table, whether you're from Africa or Black American. You get what I'm saying? So we have to, as people who are last at the table, we got to create our own table now. And this is the prime opportunity to create our own table. So I have a nonprofit. We get grants, we get loans, we go to foundations, and that money gets poured into. And then we know who we service. We service Black people, brown people, young people. You can
Who gonna bring the bag?
That's the sauce.
But I actually had an opportunity to take 2 classes with Teo and Nabil through a TechFluent, and it's actually what he's saying is like that's actually what he does. So I applaud you for that opportunity and being able to learn and really take me from 80 to 120. So I appreciate that. Definitely. And I love that. And he's telling the truth. They have the computers, all the resources, lab, they have everything. And it's pretty remarkable. You guys are definitely on the up and up on that. So that's big.
And that's why we have these kind of scenes, because at the end of the day, we can all go into stereotypes about the way we view each other and the way we see things and the bad things about, Africans and Nigerians are all scammers. In the same tone, Africans and Nigerians has the most educated doctors and lawyers, but nobody wants to talk about the possibility. Like they don't want to talk about those part of things. In fact, like we have the most educated graduates from the doctor's degree, from medical school, from lawyers and stuff like that. That is cool because, we want to. People go to school and get all that stuff, but when we talk about scammers, we should also
talk about the positive.
To these people that are actually they actually putting in work and they're making us look good.
And you know what? And then look, and let me say this before. Hey, let me say this real quick.
Shout out Lester.
Okay, yeah.
Go to that
Yeah,
second one,
we
the second one. Chief, go to that bottom one.
Hey, I want to comment on what K Little was saying, right? Is they doing the same thing that's happened to the Nigerian scammers when people are when they hear Nigeria, they think of scammers. Remember, there's over 200 million people in Nigeria. You get what I'm saying? That's almost the size of America, right? So you're going to have a lot of everything. You're going to have a lot of smart people, a lot of educated people, a lot of scammers, right? But they only highlight the scammers. The same way in the Black community, they only highlight the people that are going to jail and doing drugs, but they're not highlighting all the inventions that's been created by Black Americans, by regular Blacks, about the Elijah McCoys, you know, and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? It's the same trick that's being used. So we need it, but you know who's going to highlight them is us. That's why we got to come together again, and we need to shine light on all the positive things that we're doing on both sides. Hey,
So we got Lester Royal right here who made a comment. He says, "I have 2 businesses with my librarian brother."
Liberian.
First off,
Shout out KB,
you nigger. You nigger.
No, that's a real deal.
Okay, I apologize, Lester.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
a good brother.
No, and let me tell you something a little.
Liberian.
It is Liberian.
Liberian. Liberian, not librarian. He's not a librarian. You don't work in a library. I have to.
Hey, let me say this about Lester real quick.
Like what they say. What do they say all the time? The best of both worlds. The best of both worlds, right? So you got a Nigerian brother. You might come across a smart African American brother, a hustling ass nigga, or something like that. I agree.
I'm
with
in
that.
the way.
Yeah. Two coaches working
Coming together?
Yeah. Yeah. Let me say this real quick.
He's doing my after party for the
Exactly. That's an example. What Lester said is example what I'm talking about by coming together. Yeah. And let me give a shout out to Lester because I want to highlight successful Black people. Lester has his own construction company. They doing big things around the city. You get what I'm saying? So we got to highlight. Yeah. And Lester's doing big things. You get what I'm saying? So I just want to give him a shout out, and we need to highlight more brothers like Lester so the young people can see it. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I feel like Lester, if that's his name, nigga. Yeah, at the end of the day, nigga, it's about a good leader, and it's about a motherfucker who willing to listen and really willing to do the same shit that a motherfucker showing them. At the end of the day, he's a smart man. So of course, if a smart man like for nigga, if you go show me the right way, I'm gonna fuck what you is, what color. You go show me the right way, the right ropes, and that's all about you. If you really want to take yourself there and better yourself, of course I'm gonna follow that man. He got the ropes, he got the sauce. And it's all up to you. You can't take no man. You can take a man to the pond, but you can't force him to drink the water.
So 2 things I want us to take out of this conversation from this section right now actually is that we need to shine light on the positive things that is happening in both communities, like the Black community and from all of us, because we're all the same at the end of the day. We need to close that us and them, and then we also need to figure out how we can all come together and work together because there's power in togetherness. Like when we work together, we fly, and they're scared of that. You know who
White people are scared of that. White people.
So let's just power on. Let's work together. Let's figure out how we can all come up together and do things, and then we can rule the world. Like what we've been saying, like Africa is the future because you're gonna go back to Africa, you're gonna check out stuff, you're gonna eat the food, you're gonna do all that stuff, you're gonna love it. Because at the end of the day, when we come together, we can build an empire, and then we can build our own African dream.
Do you want to go back to Africa?
Oh yeah, I'm going.
What do you mean? Do we want to go? Absolutely. My retirement plan. My retirement plan is not in here. What? It's not here. It's not here. Come on, man. Hey, Chief, play my shit right now so you can understand. I'm not gonna be here at all,
Nigga, so you finna, that's 10 years, but nigga, you would not leave your lifestyle right now to go back to Africa.
My lifestyle right now is paid for me to be gone.
Yeah, but nigga, you're not thinking about going back to Africa. You're not thinking about going. No, I'm saying, so you going back to Africa? I mean, Nigeria.
Liberia. I'm not going to live here. My end of my days will not be in the United States.
No, for sure.
At all.
For sure.
At all.
For sure. So you feel like you had to work 10 years to get where you trying to be out there?
My money that I'm going to make from here in 10 years, I can't make in Africa. They don't have the economic system to breed that type of monetary environment at all. They don't have the businesses, they don't have the establishments, they don't have the people, they don't have the resources. They don't have that. I can build that over there, but even then, I can take a business that I have here or the money I have and go start something new over there to just have my money and be cool on top of me building something over there.
I'll build some over there right now.
Come on, man.
Because you got paid.
We have the first federal.
Nigga, you got real pay.
Established in Liberia.
That nigga
My
rich.
family owns the first federal homes
For real?
in Liberia. My dad is there right now. Anderson Funeral Home. We're the first funeral home in Liberia since slavery. So we have one of the biggest estates in.
Oh, nigga, you came for money, so your ass ain't what the fuck? You came, nigga. You don't know what the struggle is, nigga. You like it don't how, nigga. Like what the? You talking about your family was the first people to build shit out there? Nigga, you came
I hear you,
like.
but when the war happened, everything was lost. When they went back there 20 years ago, that's when they started rebuilding.
But you still came for money though.
My dad did. We didn't have it when he came here. When he came here, we lost on it.
Yeah.
So I'll keep it a buck. If I had it like that, come on, now I'd be a different nigga. Yo, I wouldn't work at gold, nigga. I have my own gold.
But at the end of the day, though, but you don't. But at the end of the day, you don't. But I'm pretty sure you could. Yeah, he got his shit.
All right,
He
let's
popping
move on
his
to the
shit.
next question, all right? Next question is, so I want y'all to answer this. So tell me how you feel about it. So this is, tell me what do you think is worse? Domestics who let foreigners come and take their goods and resources, or domestics who let foreigners come and outwork them, out-educate, and outperform them and out-earn them? Which is worse?
Oh, you got.
I'll read it again. I'll read it again for you.
So for me, kind of clarify. I know what it means, but kind of clarify it for the audience though. Like what you mean? Yeah,
Which is
just
the worst
I'm gonna
scenario?
clarify it
Would you
though.
rather have somebody who comes and takes all your natural resources from your area?
I.e. African. So
I'll give you an
us
example. Would you
being
rather
African.
have Africans who come to America and take your education, take your jobs.
No, but listen, let them talk. Just let them just let them talk. That's a resource though. That's a resource. Go ahead. I got something for us there.
Would you rather have Africans come here who take your so I guess your natural resource on that aspect? Would you rather have an African who comes here and takes your education, who takes your job placement, and who takes your monetary system and takes your building blocks? Or would you rather have an American who comes and they take your oil, your diamonds, your gold, and your copper? Which one is a worse scenario for somebody to let you be bamboozled?
That's tough.
You want to say?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's tough.
Okay. I'm gonna run it back. I'm running back one more time for you. Which is a worse scenario? If you're in Africa and somebody from America comes and they take your copper, your gold, your oil, your diamonds, or if you're in America and somebody comes and they take your education, your finances, your building blocks, and your opportunities. Which one is worse?
America. Taking your education.
You say America. You say America.
So what are we saying as far as taking the education, or what are we saying taking education? Because maybe the African brothers or sisters earned their, maybe they earned their spot. Maybe the African
You can't lose what?
Yeah, so maybe the African American brothers, maybe the African brothers and sisters came over here because they know they we already talked about it. This is the American dream. Now you got African, you got as me personally.
Jump in, makes you close.
I never heard of I can go to Spain and get an education. I never heard of I can go to
Right.
France.
It's different.
I never heard of going to college anywhere in. I'm just saying, but what he said.
But do I?
But you were already at the U of M.
See, my thing is,
Listen, you saying college over here
he's asking about.
opportunities. Yes, and I said I never heard
He's
of.
not talking about Africa. He can't be talking about Africa. Coming over here for that.
That's what I'm
So he's
saying,
got to be
but-
talking about.
my thing is,
We don't have the opportunity to go over Africa and
Nigga, you went to college.
That's not the point that you're being questioned on for Africa. You're
No.
being questioned on the African side for resources. You're
yeah.
being questioned on the American side for education, opportunity, resources here.
Bro, we never
Because we all Africa ain't good. Yeah, it's two different things. It's two different things.
So you never heard niggas from Africa taking copper, gold,
Yeah,
diamonds,
yeah.
and resources from Africa? You never heard about that?
But niggas, so African American brothers and sisters, no. So my answer to that,
Who's taking it? I'm not talking about who's taking it. I'm referring to it being done to your people, and which is a greater loss.
me personally, if I, like I said, I spoke on this earlier. If you can come from a third world country, you can be successful, you can achieve your goals, you popped your shit, and much respect to you. I congratulate you. I'm not hating on you. I feel like that's an achievement for an African person to come to America and be successful. That is a great achievement. Let's not get it misunderstood. That is a very great achievement. Cause it's niggas in this world that ain't shit.
Because when you think, just to really think about it, if we're descendants, we're African American descendants, it should be able in Africa for us to go back and get an education, some type of anything. We don't have none of that. So if hold on, I never heard of that. I never heard of a black person being able to go to Africa.
Who's traveling to Africa? No disrespect. Who's traveling to Africa for the? Who's traveling?
That's all it is.
Kwame, who is coming to? Who is going to Africa for the Africa? Is it the American dream or is the African dream? Speak on it.
So when he's talking about is why can't I go to Africa and go over there and get an education? No,
that's not the dream.
That's
not the dream.
That's not the question, but
that's not the question. That's not the thing. It's vice versa. So now when we're talking,
why is
but when
he said give away our natural resources. That is the power that empowers any country. Give that away. You lose the land. There'll never be another.
But we've said that, Lester. We've already said that.
I was speaking about that.
Let Tayo speak. Let Tayo speak. Yeah, let Tayo speak on that, Lester. Yeah.
Come sit. Yeah. There's a thing called the economic hit, and I said this before, where large investors will act like they're giving loans to a country, to a third world country. They'll give you a bunch of loans and say, hey, we're doing this huge charity project. We're giving roads and lights and water and all that kind of stuff. And they give these loans out for that. But when they start generating money off those resources or that newly built infrastructure, the investors get paid first. Then the interest gets paid. Then the principal. By the time it gets down to the principal payments, they don't even have enough to pay the principal. So now the loan goes into default and they say, okay, don't worry about it. We'll start collecting your natural resources to go against the principal.
Hey, shout out Tayo, man. He know what the fuck he talking about, man. Y'all better start listening the fuck up, man.
So Tayo, why isn't, I'm not saying that there should be, but why isn't there like anywhere in Africa for blacks to go back to better themselves?
Well, originally Liberia was created for that reason, for the slaves to go back, period, to Africa. So Liberia is actually, that is a country of,
I can speak on it.
Slaves or whatever.
I'll speak on it first.
Because you're Liberian. All right.
So when slavery ended in the U.S., they allowed Liberians to go back to Africa. They gave them power and they gave them money. And when they gave them money and power, they gave people like my family the indoctrinated opportunities to go back there and embed the U.S. culture in Africa, which is why you look at the Liberian flag. It's got one star, but all the red stripes, same as the U.S. Not 50 of them, one big star. So, and they go back there with Christianity, and they go back there with power. They go back there with democracy, and they go back there with power. And the U.S. comes in with soldiers and gives power to the new foreigners that they're calling Liberians, that they're putting in place over here because y'all want to go back. So we're giving you the opportunity to go back. And y'all are the new Liberians that we're putting in place over here. And we're giving you power, but the indigenous Africans over here have a problem with you taking over their land. So while you get to sit in government and be in power, those niggas are like, bro, you don't run shit over here. And eventually there's a war. Civil war.
Right.
Yeah. That comes into play. They fight, they take over, they try to shoot, everybody's dying. It's a big old war. They, of course, America says we're going to give you refuge. Come back over here. We'll give refuge to those who want to seek asylum in the U.S. You have free taxes for 7 years. You can get on EBT. You can get on WIC, Section 8. We're going to make sure you're decent for a little time frame. And that is the opportunity the U.S. provided. You know, when you have that type of scenario set up, that's what you have to work within the confines of.
Hey, he said that's dangerous. Hey, but Africa, the natural resources in Africa are supplying the whole world. You know what I mean? It's been like that for years. You know, and the.
I got a question for Kwame though. You got a question for me?
Go. He got a question for Kwame. Go ahead.
What do you think?
Let Tyler finish.
Go ahead.
What do you think about the West African slave trade? That they sold slaves to America, the British.
I can talk about that.
So first you have to understand when it comes to slave trade back in the 1800s, that slave trade back then was created by indentured servants, not by Africans. It was created by indentured servants who were European. And those individuals had indentured servitude. Those white individuals paid and operated under a non-moralistic aspect, the way that it was, where they killed, cut off heads, and hung people. It was nowhere near the level of degrading that it was in the U.S., that it was in Europe.
In Africa, because they took the slaves from Africa.
And they believed it was the same scenario they were going to get, that they were going to have over there.
That
they didn't know how vicious
sold slaves to America.
Yeah.
Yes, black people sold slaves. They had no idea it was that.
Wait, let me say this real quick. Let me say this.
Would you say I'm a fashion?
Hey. Hey, let me say this real quick though. Let me say this real quick. At back in those days, there was slavery all over the world. You get what I'm saying? Slavery was a thing. Slavery, if you stole something from somebody, you would pay it off through slavery. If you indentured servants, yeah. But I'm saying that.
Same aspect. You didn't have a real job. You worked for them until you paid it off. You didn't get paid anything. You stayed in their homes.
Yeah.
And you did whatever they told you to do for however long it took you to cover that debt. That's
indentured servants. Indentured servants.
America changed slavery to what it was.
Indentured
to
slave.
knock off.
But it wasn't even a.
They called it slavery. America called it slavery. It was indentured servitude around the world before that. Slavery came about in the U.S.
Well, but to even get more correct, it was, you know, you had it was the people that were same colonizers of Africa that were doing the slavery around the world, right? So you had your British, you had your French, you had your Portuguese.
It was regular.
You get what I'm saying? You had all these different countries, and I just want to say this real quick. So it was what Kwame's trying to say is that when they started doing the Western slave trade, it became more inhumane, right? So they didn't you couldn't work your way off of slavery. You couldn't buy property. I mean, indentured servants could own property still. You get what I'm saying?
They could pay their debt off.
They could, yeah. So it was just more the inhumane side of it. There was even records of saying, like, so they would go to different kingdoms and stuff like that in Africa and negotiate with the kingdoms, right? And say, here, we'll do trades with you if you can give some of your slaves. Now the kingdoms thought that they were given opportunities. They were like, okay, well, here you're going to work 7 years. Here you're going to work 7 years. There might be an opportunity for you if you go to work 4 years over there or something like that, overseas, right?
That's what I'm trying to get into, because like.
But then there was Africans that rebelled against it, that fought against it.
Much more than these people than the white man. They came with gunpowder, they came with religion, and that's how they started. Oh, we're gonna give you religion. We're gonna give you. Look at you. You can see yourself in the mirror, and they give you things you've never seen ever.
Savages. That was their main thing. Savages.
So like they marinate you to get you comfortable. And mind you, there was already slavery in Africa, because like when you go ahead and you go take over this certain place, you take all the people. Yeah, you take all the people there, and now they're your slaves. So now when they come with religion and stuff like that, and they say, hey, look, we're gonna pay you a certain amount of money for your slave. These are already people that were already slaves. And then they said, we're gonna pay you money for these people. They slaves anyway, so you can take them. That's how it started. And then it started getting even worse, and then people started getting poached and taken and sold to
How long do y'all think the slave trade that thing went on for?
We
I don't
wouldn't
think we
know.
went on. We got
Oh
some-
yeah, we didn't have to do.
we have the approximation.
Yeah.
400 years or maybe
It was more than 400. 400 years is what it was in the U.S.
It's
still
still
like
430 down south.
Hey, shout out everybody for
Like, it was
listening.
already- like, it was
Everybody for watching too.
already-
Yeah, I like all y'all questions and everything like that. What we got next? What we got next?
What we got next?
Kwame.
Okay.
This shit interesting. What we got?
Let's see.
What we got?
So, another question I have. So this is a question that we have. It's related to like blacks and Africans. Are you scared to go to jail?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the first one to say I'm scared to go to jail. I'm not gonna lie about it.
Why you a pussy?
Oh yeah, she called me a pussy, but like I'll be sleeping in my bed tonight. You get what I'm saying? But like, there's a reason. I've been to jail before on a false arrest. I got arrested because they thought I stole my own car. Okay, and then the way it happened.
That's wild.
Yeah,
That's some American shit.
I'm a speaker. I'm a speaker.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
African.
but hey, then I tap.
Hey,
But then I tap. But hey, brother, didn't I tap into that? Didn't I tap into that earlier?
Yeah, you did. So,
You was African.
yeah.
They didn't get no fuck.
Hey, but let me.
That might have upped on them.
But like,
They upped on them.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you.
They upped on them.
They sure did.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like, I wasn't
Talk
even,
about
I
it.
wasn't even the one driving, bro. Like, I wasn't even the one driving, bro. Like, my wife was driving my car, and then we got pulled over. And this car, I just did the tabs. I just did everything. I had the receipts. Back then, I was selling cars, so I had like 6 cars. So like,
Say you was selling coke?
no, I said car.
Hey, man. Hey, man, come on, man.
You need to relax.
Come on, you gotta relax. Come on, what the fuck? Yeah. Yeah.
Shout
Go
out.
ahead.
Shout
Go
out.
ahead.
Trying to talk some real
Shout
stuff,
out.
man.
No, go ahead. Let bro talk. Let go.
So
Let bro.
let me speak on that real quick. So like,
Yeah,
nah, we're not.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, my man, you coming from?
Oh, can you do the translate? Yeah, you do.
Do the translate. But go ahead. Let bro talk. Go ahead.
All right, so let me get to that real quick. Yeah, so y'all listen. So
Go ahead.
I saw like I said I sold cars. I had like 6 different cars all registered and all ready to sell and stuff like that. So I had one of those. We were moving and then my wife was driving it. I was sitting in the passenger seat, and then the light came on and then we got pulled over. Like she wasn't speeding, none of that stuff. So he went into, can I see your ID? She gave her ID and then he went into, can I see your ID as well? I'm like, I'm not driving. Why are you asking for my ID?
Facts.
Like, why do you need my ID? She's the one driving. Get whatever it is you want to get from her.
Big facts.
You're not pulling me over. You're pulling her over. Like, so we went over that for about 5 minutes. I'm like, I'm not giving you my ID.
Facts.
So the other guy in the car came. So at this point, there's already 3 cars. 3 cops pulled over already. So like, another one came to me and he was like, oh yeah, you know what? We just want to run your ID and make sure that everything is cool and all that stuff. Like you're not in any trouble whatsoever. I'm like, okay, cool. And then they said, whose car is it? I'm like, okay, it's my car. Here's my ID. He went back. About 5 minutes, he came back. He's like, okay, so we're gonna be placing you under arrest today. I said, for what? I've never been arrested a day in my life before. Like, this is news to me. Like, I'm going crazy, right? So he said,
Oh.
And then they processing and shit like that. Now I'm sitting there like this. So I went to talk to the other lady. I got my own phone call. I'm like, yo, get all the paperwork and be.
What did you identify it? Were you on the women's side or the men's side?
Well, they didn't give me a chance. It wasn't a big deal back then. Man, that's it. Like, no, I could have identified as a, I don't even want to get into it. But like, so I talked to the lady about my situation, and she's like, oh yeah, this is a Thursday night. She's like, you're probably gonna be here till next week Wednesday. I'm like, I ain't gonna be here for that long. I can tell you that for sure. Right? So like, I spent the night there. They bringing me food. I'm like, yeah, like that's another thing. Every time they talk about a nice car, like it's my car. I'm like, fuck. So yeah, so come to find out, the officer messed up the whole system. Like that wasn't even a thing at all. Like that was my car. I had all the paperwork on it and all that stuff. I spent the night in jail.
So point is, you were scared.
Yeah, like I spent the night in jail. Like they didn't.
So your answer to the question was you were scared.
I was scared. So like I think at the end of the day, I think it was all wrong, but I also feel like it was. So it's a message.
You to jail too.
Yeah.
How long were you locked up?
Hey, in Nigeria, the thing about
18 hours.
all Nigerians scared
Yeah.
of jail because of the jail.
So like I feel like so I feel like I was just there for a reason. I had to see how things went down.
Yeah.
So when I went in and I see how things
So
went down.
not to interrupt you, y'all speak on this. Now how is the jail system from America between Nigeria? You just spoke on that.
I'm gonna tell you that
Because you just spoke on that. That's a good
Like
topic.
there's no bologna sandwiches.
nigga, do you want to eat? You also not getting fucked in the act in Nigeria as well.
No, ain't no.
That's definitely
they're-
not like
They're
I'm
not
scared of
ripping
that.
the jail over there, but
Yeah.
the conditions was
Nah, bro.
We're not gonna get on that topic. We're going ahead.
Yeah.
Who fucking you in? I never heard of motherfuckers getting fucked over. I've been to the joint 4 times.
Niggas in jail 24 hours talking about getting fucked.
So ain't no Nancy.
Hey.
Sands.
I want you.
Yeah, it is.
Don't
man.
get it.
They're not-
Ain't no Nancy. We ain't gonna do all that.
It don't happen how it was happening back in the day.
We
But
ain't
anyway,
doing that. Yeah, like
Yeah,
you might not agree with the Nancy's and Clancy's, but it's going on.
It's
I'm gonna tell you like this.
It's going on. We
Nigga,
ain't
Africans,
doing.
man, they business in the joint. Nigga, they know what they there for. Nigga, they accept the consequences, nigga. And nigga, they fucking business and move the fuck
I've
on.
been locked up and I realized that niggas in jail.
Are you scared to go to jail for me?
Nah, I've been locked up.
So you're not scared of
joint?
Fat boy.
I don't want
Fat
to
boy,
go.
speak on it. Are you scared? Fat boy, are you scared to go to jail?
Hell
That's the
no.
question. Are you scared
I
to go to
ain't
jail?
even
What's
scared.
going
It's
on?
just like
See, but that question,
What's going
I'm
on?
just
though?
scared. I'm just scared of the results that happens while I'm in jail.
Like what? Give me an example.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Give me an example.
at the end of the day, like I can't really say like I've been to the joint 4 times, so I can't really say like
What's the
for
longest you did?
real 3 years, 3.5 years. But so I can't really say like I witnessed really some bad shit. You know what I'm saying? Behind bars. You know what I'm saying? But my brother had.
So
You know
to
what
each
I'm
his
saying?
own. To everybody different.
Yeah, but nigga,
Long as I did was 6 months.
jail ain't what motherfucking things is.
Are you scared to go to jail?
It's what I
So you
said.
didn't answer
It
the
said
question.
what-
Are you scared?
Are you scared to go to jail?
Fuck no.
Phil, you scared to go to jail? Take that microphone when you answer that question. You scared to go to jail? That's your fine. I'll ask it. Go ahead. You scared to go to jail?
Me personally, like I feel like I'm not scared to go to jail because
That's crazy. Your life.
because you
Them
gotta
niggas got the
understand-
juice in the joint.
You gotta understand at the end of
They
the
gonna put a
day.
hit out on you.
Hold on, guys. Give me a second. It's just going on. Technical difficulties going on.
Nah, but I feel like people have a, you know, everybody different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro said he petrified. Bro said he don't, you know what I'm saying? Of course, don't nobody want to go to jail.
Yeah.
Let's get that understood. Nobody wants to go
But are
to
you
jail.
scared to go to jail?
Me personally, I'm not scared to go to jail because I know when I go to jail,
I'm
I
scared.
have my shit together.
I'm scared of my
Most
business.
niggas when they go to jail don't have they shit together. Most niggas when they go to jail, listen. And if you do, you tend to dick. You hear me? Nah. When you go to prison, you tend to dick.
So when you go to prison, you gotta understand. You gotta understand there's rules and regulations with this shit. There's shit that come with this shit. This is my brother right here. This is my brother right here. But you tender until it's gone. Now if that person fold on you, then what? Okay. So why are you scared then? Of that part? No. No. Why? Hey, a motherfucker might. I done had a motherfucker. Listen, I done had a motherfucker leave me at my greatest. You hear me? It don't matter. I done had a motherfucker. Nah, bro, know what he's talking about.
You're never in a predicament when a bitch is waiting on your motherfucking phone call. She ain't doing nothing but occupied on your phone call. It's different.
If a bitch gotta wait, nigga, 3 months for you, she's fucking another nigga. If you're not married to her, she's fucking another nigga.
No, but listen. This a good subject. This a good topic. Hey, no, 3 months is crazy. Listen.
Point blank. Ain't no way around it. I'm telling you. Period. Point blank. She's getting fucked.
But if listen, let me.
And she knew what you was gonna do when the end up to where you at. On my mom, she ain't gonna fuck up. But if you been a dog ass nigga, her excuse gonna be like, nigga, you was out here doing this. So yeah.
But my thing is,
you been to bitches whole time while you was out in these streets. She gonna be loyal to you because she don't want to talk to she got.
but look, listen, table. It depend. Tayo said it depend on the female, right? But for me, that's not my worst fear. Bitch, if I'm gonna go in this spot and you fuck off, bitch, I got an out date. I'm not tripping off that. If that's your worst fear about a bitch, no, I'm not saying you. I'm saying in general, we're on a podcast. If that's your worst fear is, oh, my bitch gonna fuck off. Nigga, you're lost in the sauce, nigga. Cause guess what? Your bitch is gonna fuck off. And listen, hold on. Yeah. That's your word. Yeah. No, I mean, it depends what you might. Yeah. But like I said, if this determines how you coming, if a female determine you, bro, listen. I'm a strong individual. If you think I'm finna let a female be my weakness when I know what's finna happen, you got me fucked up. I'm not scared to go to jail by no female. I'm not worried about my nigga. I got 5 kids. Fuck her. I got an outdate. And I'm still that same nigga that I came out that same nigga, if not better. So every nigga, like I said, that's tender. You go to jail. You go to jail, and that's your weakness, nigga. You lost. You feel me, Tayo? You go to jail. If you go to jail and your weakness is a woman, you lost. And I don't care what you talking about. Hook that up. I don't care what you talking about, bitch. I got an out date. Yeah, and they can hang up on you. You can't call them back. I mean, you could call them back, but they might not answer. They got the definite choice. You can't pull up on them. Hold on, though. This is my thing. That nigga Tayo don't do this type of shit, boy.
My bitch done did it. The one with right now, she done did it, nigga. Oh, you was out here doing you. Woo. She waited till the last 3 months. Nigga, she did my whole bid.
But see, that's what I'm saying, though. But did that crush you to the point where you wasn't okay? Okay. You have an out date. That's for lifers. That's for niggas doing 30, 40, 50, 20 years. Go ahead. Shout out to the ladies. Shout out to my shout out my baby mama Denise. Hey. Yeah.
Shout out to the White House. Put a drink in.
Man, you crazy. Shout out to my black queens, man. And my mama too.
They got white queens and black queens.
Yes, they do. Go ahead. Let's get it.
Shout out to my mean ass baby mama.
Dang. He's taking all the shit.
It's a trauma, yeah. Go ahead, Tayo.
You need to unpack that trauma.
Speak on the Tayo. What you got? What you got? What?
Say X is making a valid point. You know, if your worst fear is the girl leaving you, then that's probably the best place for you to go.
Not even fucking off.
No, not even fucking off. Let them talk. Not even fucking off. Y'all, come on, bro. Because at the end of the day, you gotta expect some. You gotta expect some of this shit, bro.
You gotta be able to stand.
It depends on how the type of nigga you is.
You know what I'm saying? If you're dependent on another person, you know there's some type of trauma that's attached to that. If you can't, if your worst fear in life is somebody leaving you,
Yeah.
or somebody betraying you and all that kind of stuff, you're
Thank
gonna have
you.
a very tough life because
Thank you.
that just happens. Chapters closes, new chapters begin, and you got to know how to stand on your own 2 feet out here. You got to know how to be alone. A lot of people don't know how to be alone. You know.
Yeah. And jail make you like that too.
Yeah.
If you didn't know. Yeah. If you didn't know, like I'm sure I don't know everybody in this room, but I'm sure we even all did a 48 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You could be sleeping in your bed tonight, goddamn, and wake up in the county. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely gotta have a strong mind, because if your worst fear is your bitch leaving you or your bitch doing whatever, you a weak ass nigga. But it happens though. It happens more than often. You know what I mean? But it's not too many niggas that could really deal with it. Me personally, I'm a realist. My pops always taught me to be a realist. If you're a realist, nothing can hurt you. You know what I'm saying? You go to prison, you might get a 5-year sentence. If you think your bitch ain't fucked off in 5 years, you're a delusional. Like bro said, you're delusional. Now it's how you handle it.
That bitch don't answer the phone, nigga, at 3 o'clock in the evening. You know that bitch always glued to her phone. Now you in there like, why you answer the phone? Bitch, it's 3 o'clock. You always on Facebook. I didn't hear. I was in the bathroom. Bitch, you always got your phone.
So this is my question for everybody. So is your worst fear? What is your worst fear when you go to jail? Is it your woman? Is it your woman? Me personally, it's my kids. It's my kid.
My and I'm a like the I don't want to go to jail and catch another case and be in there longer. That's my biggest fear. To go to jail and catch another case and be in there even longer. Defending myself, or just I see a brother in there, he got beef with another nigga. So if I see you in jail, oh shit, I know X, you got some beef with another nigga, I'm gonna help you. You know what I'm saying? No matter what. That's my biggest fear. Like, I'm gonna go in there and end up staying longer. Fuck no, because you know what? I'm expecting that. And especially the type of nigga I was.
You can't do anything about it. To do yourself while I'm gone, but
now
I get back out.
Now this is my thing. It's a difference between accepting that, but do it, because like I said, I know I haven't done long bids or nothing like that. Don't get it twisted, but I have done a little, here and there. So does how your woman carrying herself affect you to the point where you just like, yeah, not so much how you treat her, but does it affect you to the point where you like, you damn near like, you just like just so negative, not figuratively speaking, like you'll kill yourself, but you just like, damn, like you know what I'm saying? Like, but we do got niggas like that though, because it's niggas that kill their females and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like what kind of mindset do y'all got? Like, what kind of mindset do y'all have?
Majority of niggas locked up were there because of domestic violence. Because of their bitch call, they was with their bitch who already had placed the domestic call before,
and now you're with the bitch
You
who
funny.
already placed a call, which was like a year ago or whatever it is, and you can't be around her, and you're around the bitch, and the police pull her over just to check to see because she's riding around with a nigga, and they want to see what nigga you're riding around with. So they come and lock you up because you was riding with the bitch. You know? Simple. Yeah, baby. You at go tonight?
Hey man,
Hey, Phil.
I see you at Gold Room tonight, y'all.
Hold on. Tell them where you work at. Phil. Tell them what you do.
Gold Room, 528 Hennepin. See y'all tonight. You know what it is, sold out Saturdays.
Already. You want to? Hey, Phil. You want me to grab the drinks right now from the car, put it in there, so you can bring it right now?
Nah, we ain't doing all that other extra shit right now, man. We doing a podcast, man. Come on, Kwame. You trying to do 2-3 jobs at once, bro? That's African shit, bro. Greedy, bro. No. Charge everything for bottles.
No, we're not doing that.
What we got next? We got a few more shits left. It's getting interesting. What we got next, man? That boy had to take a sip.
Let him do it.
That boy had to take a sip.
Let him get in.
Okay, so who is the woman that you're dating now, and what ethnicity does she claim? So that's basically us trying to figure out what type of bitches you like and what type of bitches you dated before. Do you like black women? Do you like white women? Do you like your kind? What's going on?
All right, I'm gonna speak on this first. Yeah. No, I'm gonna keep it a buck though, for real. I'm gonna keep it a buck because I liked it. I like that, but I feel like the women I attract, I feel like I always try to better a motherfucker. Like I've been in the motherfucker like, no, short, I'm good on your money. I'm good. Cause I always been a motherfucker, always get money. So I don't depend on a woman because I was like, if a woman take care of you, she got the audacity to talk to you crazy. But you're not finna do that. Because at the end of the day, like, I don't need you though. But it ain't for that though. I don't need you. You know what I'm saying? You can get this motherfucker off, but I can have a lot of motherfuckers. But it's just like I like your vibe. You know what I'm saying? So me, I feel like I attract some wild ass females. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
Shout out to my baby mama, babe. Not you though, but you wild.
The ethnicity of her. Talk. What's the ethnicity?
She appreciate that real nigga.
What's the next? What's the necessity? What you fucking with?
What is she? Black, white?
Oh, she black, but my BM loyal as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. I came with BAP on that. Like, nigga, she's a Pisces. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna lie though, nigga, she loyal as hell. Like, nigga, if motherfucker, like, if motherfucker, listen though, but no, at the end of the day, it's just like, I just feel like I've been fucking with her. I've been fucking with her for 6 years, so I feel like, nigga, the vibe I get from her, she gonna show you what you give her. At the end of the day, she loyal as fuck. I mean, I might do my. Nah, I'm that nigga. Like, I ain't fucking with her, period, because I don't know her. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. I'm that nigga. I don't give no fuck what side you is. I don't cheat, baby. I'm just saying, period, though. Cause she watching this shit. she is.
Right now.
No, that's cool.
Are you searching? Yeah, my mom wants you.
Yeah, that's real. That's real. That's real. That's
So
real.
at the end of the day, my type is, again, like I said before, whoever is willing to, who really wants to sacrifice and invest into me and with me, because that's what I'm gonna do for her.
No, for sure.
So I need somebody that really just really down for me and really cares about me and really wants me to win. Somebody who's not selfish, and somebody who challenges me. You know what I mean? I need a type of woman that's gonna really be a boss. I can't really. That's what the type of girl that I gotta, train.
Hey, he gave up his description. Like, hey, my man's bro. Hey, fuck with her. You heard? He gave up the description. What he looking for? Look. Follow him on Facebook, Snapchat, whatever. What you got? So, hey, tell him, cause you just gave up a whole like I'm looking to date type shit.
Hey, you know what? There's a lot of ladies that do that.
No, for sure
There's a
though.
lot of ladies that have done that for men and have been scarred, so it's hard for them to do it again.
No, for sure.
You know, because they did it for men when we were mature. You know, us men, I'm one of them. I wasn't the best of girls when I was younger. You know
No,
what
for
I'm saying?
sure.
And I was more immature.
So
Stuff
you
like
were a
that.
piece of shit.
Yeah, I was. A piece of
We
shit.
all was at one point of
I was
age.
never that. Yeah, you're a piece of shit.
You look like you was a corny. You look like you was just corny. You just look like you was corny anyway for the women. You is?
Period. I'm married.
Mashallah.
That's the married sex. Period. Yeah, us two married right here.
I'm not married, so what's up?
How like your boy?
I'm married. I'm married. I'm married too.
But I don't need that.
And
She like
both,
it now, you're not.
and we both got a beautiful white woman. We both got a beautiful white woman at home.
Ooh,
As y'all
what
should.
are you talking about? What are you talking about, white women?
That's why they driving in them new Benzes. That's why they in them new Benzes and Lexus and shit. BMWs and shit.
Not white, she's
Hey, but it's been a cool podcast. It's been a cool podcast.
No, for sure.
White.
It's been good conversations
For
again.
sure.
Black folks, no matter if you're African or African American, we need to come together, man. Build this money up and go buy land in Africa.
For sure.
So the last question that I can ask is, how do we get regular blacks and Africans to come together?
Oh, it's easy,
He
bro.
said it gonna never happen.
It's easy, bro. Like you don't want to have that mindset that it's never gonna happen. It's easy because at the end of the day, we're all growing up, and we need to. It starts with us. It's what we tell our kids today. It's what we tell the next coming generation. You don't have to look at someone else just because of where they're from. This is the shit they thought about back in the civil rights movement shit. Like now we're doing the same thing, talking about, oh yeah, I don't fuck with them because they black. You know, like that's not cool. We need to stop that. And then when we start instilling like into our kids that you need to look at someone and you need to meet them, you need to know them for who they are, and then decide if you want to fuck with them or not.
Okay.
That's how we start. And then we're growing up. We gotta put some money in the accounts for this kid. So we need to come together and make this shit work. Like I don't look like when we started this, I said we need to get rid of that us and them type of mentality. When we get rid of that and then just understand that we're just all people walking into this life and then try to make it, then we can always come together and do better. But for how much longer are we gonna have that mindset? Oh yeah, they're African, I don't fuck with them. Or they African Americans, so because of that, I don't fuck with them. We need to get rid of that. We need to take responsibility for the things that we think is right, and they'll start realizing that we're not always right all the time.
But you can't control the next person. Just
That's
cause you fuck with black, that don't mean your late ancestors fuck with black. That don't mean your other people fuck with black. Cause I feel like people come from. I feel like when people come from different countries and all that, they look at us like we better than y'all. No, because it's how y'all was taught about us. No, nigga, we ain't better than y'all. And I ain't mad that y'all came up here. Nigga been up here 2 years and got a fucking $1 million company. Do your shit. But don't look at you like you better than me. At the end of the day.
Most of the time, we don't even say shit. Y'all just automatically think.
Nigga, if looks can kill when you go in the African store and order some fucking rice and what if looks can kill? And you ain't pronouncing the food right. So they're like, oh, hey, let me get some cassava and let me get this cassava leaf and rice. What? You know what I'm saying? So it's like
It's all up. The fact that you're going to go get some cassava leaf, bro, it means you're trying to get into it. Like,
no, partner, but no. It's just like, nigga, look at kill, right? Nigga, you walking. Nigga, you ever seen an old African lady walk and you see what? They look at it with the thick man. I'm telling everybody coming up in. Hey, y'all got the what is that? Oh, I ain't say it right. My bad. So they looking at it like, nigga, what do you want? I want the cassava leaf. What's that? The greens. What is with the meat with the
Let's me talk to you. Let me talk to you in our actual language.
Oh, go ahead. Fuck them up.
Because,
Fuck them up.
Because, brother, sit down.
Sit down. He said, sit down.
Brother, listen. At the end of the day, you are not understanding anything.
You go ahead, talk your shit.
Now you are going to let me get into because see, we need to.
Hey, look, y'all. He done got some lick in his system. He gotta go back to the
We
system.
need to move forward, bro. Whatever it is that we're talking about right now, that's why we're having this
Yeah.
conversation right now.
Yeah.
This is a starting point, and moving forward, we're all gonna walk out of this conversation as a better person with much more experience, much more understanding as to how things happen. And then you want to know more about someone, you actually want to sit with them and have a conversation with them.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
it's so like that's what we're talking about. Like all that shit you're talking about it's in the past, bro. Nobody gives a fuck about who started slavery.
No, for sure.
We all know we're not fucking getting no restitution, so fuck that.
For sure.
Let's get the money up. That's what I'm trying to say.
Let me speak on that. Let me speak on what bro talking
Shout
about.
out my stepdad, Olu.
The Olu. Hey, shout out Olu, man. Hey, but listen, so my outlook on this shit is like, okay, yeah, we could be different. We could be from different cultures, whatever. But different cultures don't stop money. You know what I'm saying? You might get like I said, I got brothers on here right now. I go get some money with Tayo. You know what I'm saying? Like, it got to be a certain point in time where the barriers is crossed. You know what I'm saying? Like me personally, hey, what you know something I don't? Let's get to it. Teach me. He might got some. He might got something that's different. You know what I'm saying? I want to know. I want to learn. Now them niggas that don't get that concept, they might never. They might not never win. They might not never win because listen, it don't matter what race, ethnicity. I don't give a fuck if you Asian. I don't give a fuck if you Mexican, Hispanic, African. You can learn something from every. Look, we gonna take that out. That's what we gonna take out of today. You can learn. You can get money with any race. We gotta, especially as African and Black African American, we gotta stop making a difference between the two because I know so many Africans that I could learn so much from, that I could get so much money from. I might get more money with these Africans than I might get with these brothers. In most cases, that's how it is in this society. Because brothers hate amongst brothers. I might rather, hey, look, I got an African American brother right here, and I got an African brother right here. You know what? Fuck him. I'm gonna go talk to Tayo. You know why? Because it don't matter because I'm black and he black. It don't matter if he black and I'm black. Or I'm African American, I'm regular black, whatever you want to call it.
Well, if you so much in the business, if that show your income or whatever, nigga, you gonna learn other tricks behind that shit. I don't give no fuck. Now you might not want to follow them tricks, but nigga, at the end of the day, like, damn, that can really do that? Yeah. Oh, bad. Yeah. Say like, not say you're a scam back home. I know you ain't. You looking good too though. But look though. But at the end of the day though, it's like, I don't give no fuck what color is you. If you got a good head on your shoulder, nigga, you can lead me to the top. I'm with you. I don't give no fuck. My nigga right here, lead me.
So, just to kind of add to what everybody's saying, I think the key is to start.
This shit on scamming shit too.
Hey, it starts with the youth.
Scamming right here.
Hey,
He up bankroll. Hold on. He ain't up a bankroll. We ain't up a bankroll. Hey, look, the Africans, they like, we don't do that. We don't do that. I got bankroll on me too. Her. Hey, they like, we ain't rocking like that. We got look at Tayo. Tayo, look at Tayo. Dang. Hey, look at him. But look at him though. And this is why I tell y'all. Though. No bullshit though, Tayo. Whoa. Hey, chill. Hey, what you doing? Chill.
Hey, no, but this is what I'm saying is the way that we're gonna fix this is gonna start with the youth. It's hard to teach an old dog new tricks, right? And we know that. So a lot of the people that from our generation might not catch on. But you got kids, he got kids, Kwame got kids. It's like what we're telling them. How are they gonna work with each other? Right? What kind of systems are we building for them? What kind of world are we building for them? What we need to teach them is how to invest into other continents like Africa. There's a lot of it's whether you know it or not, but Africa's for sale right now. A lot of
No, that's facts. That's facts.
Yeah,
That's facts. You could buy a lot of shit in
More
Africa right now.
people that got our skin complexion getting ownership over there, and that don't matter where it comes from. It could come from America, South America, whatever. But we need more black colored skin to go into these communities and purchase property, because at the end of the day, nobody's gonna look out for us better than we can. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we got to start with the youth. That's why I'm starting with community
And that go from and I don't care if you African American, whatever you is. Teach your kids how to save money. Teach your kids how to invest in themselves and different things like that. Because my kids, what I do for my kids, I put money in I have a setup account for them for when they get older.
What's that writing in an account?
Yeah, you're funny. Hey, listen. So listen, I have account set up for all my kids, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, on my mama. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my kids. They got a lot more money than a lot of these niggas, but that's besides the point. Teach your kids how to invest. Teach your kids how to save money and how to spend it. My kids got goddamn bracelet companies and they sell lemonade in the summer. Man, you got to teach your kids too. Yeah. Yeah, Rollies, man. We buying Rollies right now. Kwame, man. Look, we buying Rollies right now. Let me pop my shit real quick. Man, a lot of you grown motherfuckers, a lot of you grown bitches ain't even got no Rollie, man. We gonna pop our shit.
Okay, so as the group is saying, they gotta run. We've been here. It's been a great time. We've heard from every single person on the goddamn podcast right now. We heard from the African side. We heard from the black side. We heard from
the hood nigga side.
The hood nigga side.
Street nigga side, all that.
Whatever y'all want to call it. Today we had the nice concept. Africans versus regular blacks. Y'all heard our podcast. We wanted to come bring it to y'all so y'all can make sure y'all join in and y'all give us y'all ideas what we should do next. Next week we have all women. It's an all women's podcast. There's gonna be 5 women. This is 5 African women versus 5.
That's gonna be interesting. Whoa. That's gonna be different. No, that's gonna be different. That's gonna be a little different. It's gonna be very different.
And if y'all want to join in, y'all call. Let us know if you want to be added on. We'll go from there. But nonetheless, we got to shout out everybody who was on the show today.
Hey, me on Snapchat.
Fat Boy, Phil, X, DJ K Little, my guy Tayo. We all came on the show today. We want to make sure. And we had Go Room tonight. So if y'all watching right now, we had
Go Room. Shout out Go Room. Shout out House in the Bill, man. Shout out House of Bill. Shout out Kwame, man. Shout out to Go Room family. Shout out Tayo on this motherfucker, man. Stop playing.
It's all love. Appreciate y'all. Gang, gang.
Gotta get up out of here, man.
You going to get some money, huh?
I gotta.
No, I just gotta.